welcome back everyone, welcome back to another weekend edition of the OSC King of the Hill weekly number 201, your weekly dose of King of the Hill StarCraft. I'm of course OSC VIP. With me I'm joined by these amazing players, by the people in the chat, and by my plushies as well. We just wrapped up with the Wardy TV February Group A, and now we are here with our third broadcast of the day. We're here with the King of the Hill. We'll get into the format as spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Frostline. We have our yellow Protoss player, our yellow Protoss from land of Czechia. It is Sebesdes for Team Brody. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the teal Protoss. It is LunaSea. Here we go. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It's Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim this best of one. As a reminder, it's a best of one, papi. It's the best of one King of the Hill format. Let us go. For those that are curious, the way this works is two players enter and one player will fall. The winner here of this best of one will actually stay on for the next series until they eventually get knocked down. If they never get knocked down, well then they will just walk away with even more money. Let's go. Again, you earn prize money depending on how many wins you accumulate during your reign as the King of the Hill. Here we go. So yeah, we have our initial starting match here, and we have 15 best of ones. 15 players, 15 best of ones here are ahead of us. Oh boy. And we'll see who our first King of the Hill is going to be. Now we're opening up with our PvP, Sebesdes and LunaSea. We have our 2-gate opener out of our Protoss, likewise 2-gate opener out of our yellow Protoss as well. So mirrored builds for the time being. As we are opening up. Once the Cyber Core is done, we can get into our initial units of choice, into Double Adept, Double Stalker, or Stalker Sentry, or even Sentry Expand. Now, my eyes are going to be on LunaSea for the most part. LunaSea is a very aggressive Protoss player. I would say one of the most aggressive Protoss players in all of South Korea. I say one of because, of course, Hero and Classic and the other big Protosses are also quite aggressive themselves. But LunaSea at times is even more so an animal. It's very rare to see a standard macro game involving LunaSea, as he's opening up standard, to be fair, Stalker Sentry. Likewise, Stalker Sentry opener out of Sebesdes as well. So far, mirrored builds. And from here, we can build up, take our naturals, and get in towards the mid-game. So far, so good. Both players, they scout each other. They confirm the second pylon in the main base, so no hidden proxy, no hidden pylon from either player. Both do confirm, and the probe is hunted down. Probe is to be hunted down. Of course, exclamation mark B in the chat to have a look at the brackets yourselves. I mean, the brackets should be empty aside from the starting players. But regardless, you can see the format, you can see the setup. For more specifics here, of course, the challenger does pick the map. The current King of the Hill will be able to veto their first map as well. We'll get into it. For now, we have our best of one. We have our best of one, and we have our take-off choice as well. Going to be a robot opener out of LunaSea. Meanwhile, Twilight Council from Sebesdes. With this Twilight Council opener, we should be seeing a blink-based play from our yellow Protoss player. Meanwhile, instead, we should be seeing something more defensive here initially from LunaSea. With a robo, it does typically lead into an early Immortal, so Immortal production from our blue Protoss. We could open up with a Prism to get across the map to harass, of course, to get into the mineral line. We have options with how we want to play this out. We do have options. As we have our first Prism being chronoed as well. Oh, got supply block though. LunaSea. A bit of a wasted chrono as we are supply blocked. The Nexus is still not yet done. So less than ideal here from our teal Protoss player. There we go. Prism is now on the way. And with this, we can move out across the map. Hallucination will confirm. Gets eyes on the robo, gets eyes on the Twilight Council as well. Sebesdes is aware. And with this Prism, LunaSea, his goal, as it is barely spotted towards the end, but the goal should be to head towards the mineral lines. There we go, we have 4 sentries. 4 sentries? Yo, what's going on? Okay. LunaSea moving up with his depths, moving up with his 4 sentries as well. Has potential to force field the ramp. We'll see how he does approach this. For now, threatens a Shade. Shade to the main. Stalkers are in position. Upsec committed to the shade. They commit to the mineral line, and probes are going down. So an Upsec and one-shot workers. So far, 3 probe kills. So far, not bad. Likewise, Sentries to go for the mineral line. They lock them down. And probes are falling. Oh my god. It does force field the mineral line, getting 7 probe kills. Oh my god. That's a lot of probes. Does get 7. 8 towards the end for 1 sentry. Not a bad trade here for LunaSea whatsoever. It's not often you see a sentry drop into the mineral line. I mean, hey, it worked well. Did work well. Gets 8 probes. Gets the hell out of there. Sebesdes being active. I do apologize for the dropped frames. I will say that. I do notice it, of course, and I think part of it is just the server that we're playing on. We are playing on NA Central. Behind this, massive gateway explosion. And it's a 2-base all-in. Yeah, I mean, this is what we expect out of LunaSea. I mentioned before that he is typically a very aggressive player. Doesn't mean he has to cheese at the start of the game in proxy, but 2-base all-in nonetheless. 2-base all-in here, getting up to, what, 7 gateway stalkers. They blink into the main. They depower the gates. Oh my god, massive pickup. The pylon is going to go down. And that even supply blocks LunaSea. The supply block. Glaives on the way. LunaSea trying to build up. But Sebesdes, he does blink away. Does blink away just in time. Behind this, going for a bay? What? 2-base Disruptor? 2-base Colossus? Interesting. Oh no! As the Prism is going to go down. Oh. Prism does fall. Sebesdes pulling away. Does pull away. Sebesdes dancing with the initial army. Peeking away at the units. We'll pull out. So far, catching another Stalker, slowing down LunaSea. LunaSea, he has built up towards 3 Immortals, and the gateways are repowered. Remember, he is still 2-base all-in, and is going to be reinforcing with Mass Adept. Now, Sebesdes, he already scouted. Back at home, cannons. Cannons, shield battery, side defense, all securing himself here in the main and in the natural. Disruptor production has begun. Bold move with the Disruptors. And we'll see how many he can amass before the all-in arrives. That's going to be a lot of adepts. It's going to be a massive army. And there is going to be potential with those Purification Novas. LunaSea is massing up. Soon be pushing across the map. Soon be moving out. Sebesdes just checked the 3rd. Confirms that there's no expansion. Confirms that the all-in is still coming. LunaSea? He commits to the shade? Wait, what? The Prism is gonna fall? It does barely escape. Immortals are exposed. The army, this was not intentional, by the way. LunaSea, bring it together. we need to calm down. As the army has arrived. It is pushing in towards that natural. There's that Nova. Up to 2 Disruptors. Sebesdes does counterattack. There's a shield battery. Likewise, Adepts diving on the main army. Where are the Novas? Where exactly are they? Adepts taking into shade. Massive connection. Oh my god. Adepts do go down. There's only 1 Nova, and there's still 4 Immortals behind this. Yeah, LunaSea breaking through. Across the map, Stalkers, they also break through into the natural. Mineral Line's going to be going down, and the natural waste is going to be forfeit for Sebesdes. As LunaSea, he will knock it down. Likewise, LunaSea losing his own natural as well. Up! Never goes up. Does graze the Immortals. Prism has arrived to reinforce. And LunaSea is forcing his way in. There is no force field. There is nothing here to stop at the ramp. Will commit to the shade. And can he focus down that Disruptor? He can. 1 more Nova goes off. Massive connection. Despite that, though, the Immortals, they can tank the shots. And it looks like LunaSea, he has done it. He breaks through the defensive line. Busts into the mineral line. Boys are going down. And there's almost nothing left here for Sebesdes. Across the map, he's also depowering the gateways, but LunaSea can always recall. Can try to recall for now, just depowering everything. And GG gets called. LunaSea, he overwhelms, and LunaSea will take game number 1 and is our first King of the Hill of the night. GG. GG, well played. LunaSea, he will claim the first game here. He will knock Sebesdes out of the tournament, and LunaSea will take the crown for himself. GG well played again, a brutal 2-base all-in. Unfortunately, I do love the decision to go into Disruptors. I mean, we saw some big detonations and big connections. Unfortunately, Sebesdes, he only had half his army. He was defending with half his army. The other half was across the map instead. And he just did not have enough to maintain himself, to hold on, to survive. And with that, he was overwhelmed. He was overwhelmed. GG well played. LunaSea does take a lead, or does claim the first game. But the question becomes, who's up next? Who is up next? As we are going to be getting ready here for our next best of one. Go. So again, we might see more Sebesdes in the future, towards the end of the night. If we run out of players, if we run out of invites, then we might start to repeat. But until then, we should be seeing 15 unique competitors here tonight. And who will rise to the challenge? Who will try to face off against LunaSea? Who will step up? I see Cham. Oh, El Cham. Good morning, Cham. Oh my god. I know it's quite early. El Chamacopan. I see he's lurking in-game. I'm sure we're going to be seeing some of the other Polish Protoss players as well, as they usually are regulars in this event. We'll see who else. No MaxPax? We might see MaxPax later on, but you're correct. MaxPax, he was the reigning King of the Hill from last week, but he did choose not to reprise his role here. It's probably too early in the morning. I know that MaxPax usually wakes up like, 2, 3 p.m. sort of thing. Like he's typically a bit of a late riser when it comes to waking up. He's shaking my head. So it might be a little bit too early, but he might be able to join us later because of that. He might join us later on in the evening. We might see some MaxPax later on. Don't you worry. Otherwise, it looks like we might have a little bit of downtime here, just securing our next player. Maybe not expecting the game to be as quick as it was. So we might have a bit of downtime here. So as a result, take this time to get some snacks, get some food, get some water, get ready here for a night of StarCraft to come. Again, the tournament is still, we're still in the early rounds of the event. There's still many more matches and many more players coming up ahead of us. Until then, we're going to be going on that short break, and when we come back, we'll have our next best of one. See you soon. See you soon. And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. I apologize for the downtime. Do apologize, but we have returned with our second best of one of the night. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have our challenger. We have our would-be usurper. We have the orange Zerg player. It is GgMachine. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the teal Protoss player from South Korea, the current King of the Hill. It is LunaSea. We go. And of course, for those that are curious how let's go. For how the format works, it is a challenger map pick. So the current King of the Hill gets one veto. So LunaSea, he got one veto available to him, and GgMachine, he could pick whatever map he so chose to from then on forward. And we are spawning in and loading in to Neon Violet Square and opening up with a hatch block. Let's go. Drone does move out, a hatchery is going to be on the way, and the goal here is to disrupt the opener, is to delay the expansion, and to force us mine time out of LunaSea. And there it is, hatchery has been thrown down. From here, the boys are being pulled, they have to focus on the expansion, likewise a zealot has to be chronoed out, and the nexus is going to be delayed. Behind this, GgMachine expands. Behind this, we have an expansion, we take the natural, we go to our gases, we drone on up. GgMachine, this is not an all-in, bear that in mind. No all-in out of GgMachine, is instead supposed to be something more economic. You know, Violet Square is so old that it's in the first ever duct tape. True. Oh no, is that true? Is that real? Exclamation mark duct tape. I remember I remember there was a clip of me where I think I accidentally rallied my queens across the map. Like I injected and I was meant to spread creep, but I think they rallied across the map and and yeah, they just died. I think there was a clip of that. I remember that on Violet Square. Yo, that's crazy. That was back in 2017. Oh my god. Long time ago, Pat. Long time ago. That's insane. But true. I think there were a couple of other clips as well. Yeah, that was in the second one. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Bailey clip. True. That's what I remember. Fun fact, as for now, the hatchery's being focused down. The hatchery is gonna die. Again, we do let it finish just to buy a little bit more time with that creep. And just to delay a little bit further. But there's no rush. Remember, there is no rush with this. But yes, there is a clip of me playing. Oh, we're going for the gold. Let's go. Hey, GgMachine, calm down. Goes hatch gas pool. I mean, extra hatchery into the gold base as well. But there was a clip where I accidentally pressed the wrong hotkey and I manually detonated every single one of my Bailings on this map. I just blew my own Bailings. And fun fact, now it's chronicled, that was also the day that I unbound manual detonation on my Bailings and I never rebounded. Never again, Pappy, never again. Oh no. That was the day. That was the day. Dark times. As steps into shade past the army. Again, goal base on the way. I believe LunaSea has not confirmed. Has not gotten eyes on this. Bringing a shade into the main. Link speed is on the way. So far, GgMachine still just running up, saturating his bases. LunaSea is unaware. And behind this is going to be opening up with the Stargate. So Stargate opener here out of LunaSea. Likewise, Overlord will confirm the opener, will confirm the tech. GgMachine, he gets eyes on his opponent. And again, LunaSea is typically more aggressive. Last game, we did see a 2-base all-in out of our Protoss. This time, what do you have for us? Also, oh my god, my apologies, I forgot. Get your Gamba going. I know it's late, I do apologize, but I mean, it's still in the early game. Like, we're still settling in. But predictions now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim this best of one. Best of luck. Best of luck in the chat. Best of luck in the chat. As a reminder, this is a best of one, not a best of three. So predictions. Oh, but he's rushing into SkyToss. He's crazy. Stargate opener into Fleet Beacon. Without even making a single Oracle. So he's rushing into SkyToss. Lings, they get a surround. Nice pickoff. They shut down the Zealots. LunaSea, he's ready. So whole position. Setting up back at home. There it is. A Void Ray opener initially to hunt down the Overlords, to deny vision, deny scouting. And GgMachine, what I will say though is that he will have a boosted economy thanks to the gold. And LunaSea, he never scouted, he never confirmed. So on the one hand, yes, LunaSea is rushing into Tempest, rushing into Carrier. Like, there is a value here in rushing into SkyToss. That is true. He is safe and secure on 2 bases and soon to be on 3 bases with that pocket base. But at GgMachine, he's gone over so much already. And with this boosted economy, he can afford a faster lair into faster HiGhDrA production. For now, though, is committing into an Evo Chamber and a Roach Warren. He doesn't yet know what's going on. Doesn't know. Okay, as the Tempest is on the way. It is going to be Tempest first from LunaSea. Machine just going to be saturating his third. A Void Ray moves over. Yo, the skin is looking interesting on this Void Ray. It looks empty inside. Are we like missing a graphic or something? Like, where's the crystal? As the Overlord does go down. Am I crazy? Usually there's like a crystal inside the Void Ray, right? Like, like it looks so hollow. I don't know, maybe it's just the lighting. Maybe. Void Ray does rotate. Don't forget, you did that right as Milk scanned, so he saw it happen. I think that's true, yeah. I think Milk scanned me. Meanwhile, LunaSea, he's going... Hold up. Okay. He's going Tempest first into Gateways into a Glaive Adept transition. He's going to be revealing his Tempest, trying to force a reaction here out of GgMachine. And then rushing into Glaive Adepts. He's crazy. He's not making a second Tempest. It's not SkyToss. It's a fake out. It is a fake, but GgMachine, he has roaches anyway. Roaches are amassing. Tempest has arrived. Catching out some workers. And the ground army is moving out. There we go, forcing out a Spire. Spire is on the way. Spire is on the way. Void Ray in between the bases. Takes out an Overlord. And here comes our Zerg player. And can he break through this? Glaives is not done yet. And without Glaives, these Adepts, I mean, they're going to be that much more lackluster. Going for the Pylon. There's the recall. Does recall the Void Ray. Pylon goes down, depowers the gateways. The Adepts are revealed. And now he knows. Now he's aware of the Adepts. Tempest will wreak havoc. Roach is going to be forced back. He spots all the Adepts. And he should know. And this should be massing up more Lings, more Roaches. Roaches are being caught out. Let's definitely shade fast. Tempest still getting damage done. 7 drone kills, not bad. Roaches forced to engage. 10 more Roaches in production. Devastation to the middle line. Drones are going to be going down. Oh my god. And with Glaives finishing up, there's going to be 16 to 18 drones falling in the blink of an eye. It's still not done. Catching even more workers. 19 drone kills. And with that, LunaSea does cripple the economy, shading it towards that natural. GgMachine does keep up. Does shut them down. Does hold. Oh my god. Does hold on for the time being. Mothership is on the way into Blink. The Spire is now done. What do we do with this? We go into Mutas. Again, Corruptors, there's no place for them here. There's only one Tempest and one Void Ray. Even then, I believe the Tempest is still alive. Still kicking. But GgMachine once again moving out. Does try to resaturate that gold. Mutas, they are revealed. And Phoenix production has begun. Getting to Phoenixes. We're just moving out, trying to force the way in. Yeah, Blink is not yet done. Stalkers are falling. Mutas, they collapse on the Tempest and on the Void Ray. And GgMachine looks like he has done enough. He breaks through the Sky Toss. Waddles into the main. The Phoenix has arrived, but there's only so much it can do. As workers are going down. And again, the economy is crippled. Boys are being pulled into Roaches. You hate to see it. And GgMachine, he has done it. He breaks through the defensive line. He breaks the defenses of LunaSea. There's one Phoenix. There's a mothership. True. We have the mothership. Activates cloak. There is no detection. This doesn't matter. It still does not matter. Mutas, they avoid the mothership, which is flooding lanes across the map at this point. Going for the production, and GG gets called. GgMachine. He will take down LunaSea, and he will be our new king of the hill. GG. GgMachine, he will take it. He will bring LunaSea down. A crazy build out of LunaSea. Remember, he went into initially Tempest Rush, then into Glaive Adepts. He did do a crippling amount of economic damage, but he was not ready here for what came next. For the Roaches, for the Lings, for the intense counterattack. LunaSea, he was kind of stumbling his way into Blink Stalkers. No shield battery at the mineral line, by the way, or at the natural. There was no defensive setup. GG. GG well played. GgMachine, he will be our new king of the hill, and the question becomes, who's up next? Who is up next? Let's go. As we are heading over to the European server, and we have another ZVP ready for us. Oh boy. So GgMachine, he takes down LunaSea, but now he's going to be going up against a very different kind of Protoss player. Protoss player from the Netherlands. It's going to be GgMachine up against HiGhDrA in our third best of one. Let's go. HiGhDrA, who I believe is teamless. I know he was on Team Roddy for a while. But we'll have to double check. What's up? Oh no, so right, my apologies. He was recently picked up. He's on a new team. HiGhDrA, he is on Alien Esports. Let's go. Of course, Alien Esports picking up a lot of players recently. HiGhDrA, Nikic, Inexorable, alongside a couple of others. Fire, of course. Fire as well. And it looks like we have our game. Game 3 is going to be on ley lines. Let's go. On a much smaller map this time. Smaller map. And we'll see how HiGhDrA will approach this. Again, I actually haven't really casted much of HiGhDrA in recent months, I will say. Again, HiGhDrA, he hasn't been as active in recent times, but upon being picked up by Alien Esports, I'm sure he's going to be that much more active, that much more competitive. And we'll see how he compares. As spawning in the top right-hand corner of ley lines, we have the red Zerg player, the current King of the Hill, with 1 win under his belt. It is GgMachine. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the blue Protoss player from Land of the Netherlands, representing Alien Esports. It is HiGhDrA. We go. Yo, I said no clone in the chat. Get that? ¿Cómo estás? Like drinking from the invisible bottle. Yes, yes. It was not intentional at all, but my bottle does happen to be green, so can't see it. Can't see what I'm drinking. Oh no. Don't know. Don't know what sustains me. As for now, we have our standard openers here. And again, HiGhDrA, he was usually one to play very mid-game oriented, at least in the past. Again, it's been quite some time since I've had the luxury of casting HiGhDrA, so I'm ready to be reintroduced once again to his current meta and his current style. But now, hatch gas full opener out of GgMachine, this time not going for the hatch block across the map. This time we're settling into a standard opener from both sides. Miss you guys. Oh, is the microwave safe? Is it? Is the microwave safe and sound? Ah, no. Look after yourself. Research cloak for the bottle. Yes, yes. It was an expensive bottle. Very expensive. Nah, no. As we are setting up, just running up, just saturating. So far, it's settling in. We will soon get into our tech of choice. Cybercore about to finish up, and from here we can go into the Stargate or the Twilight Council. Based on the pylon placement, looks to be something more aggressive here. Typically, if we see a Stargate opener, the pylon is placed over on the right-hand side, so there's a higher chance that we might go for a Twilight Council. Yep, there it is. Twilight Council is on the way. And again, based on the pylon placement, it is designed to hide the tech more so than to reduce the time it takes for the Oracle to get across the map, so it was a tell. Was a tell here for HiGhDrA. Alas, the Overlord is still at the natural, it's still being pinned back, and the Stalker is being chronoed to keep that Overlord pinned at the natural base. So no scouting here from GgMachine. No scout yet. Oh, the Ling is on the way. Stalker's in position. Overlord is zoned. And from here, HiGhDrA, does he pull out or does he stay in? If he pulls out, we could see 4 gate glaives. If he stays in, then DTs instead. Could see that Dark Shrine. That will shade across the map, keeping eyes on his opponent. He stays in gas, Dark Shrine. There it is. So it's going to be a DT opener here by HiGhDrA. With this, this can lead into, of course, a follow-up Archon drop. This is not an all-in. Bear that in mind. It's not an all-in. DTs, they move out. They look to get some damage. They back off. They morph into Archons. They maintain map control by hunting down Overlords, hunting down Queens, and keeping GgMachine pinned back at home while HiGhDrA expands. So this is meant to kind of lead into a longer game state. And we'll see what HiGhDrA can accomplish with the Dark Templar and with the Archons thereafter. As here comes that Prism. Far. Prism does move out. Prism moves out. Depths are revealed. This is to make it look like it's going to be Clave Depths. As we have yet to morph in those Dark Templar. GgMachine back at home. He's getting ready to wall off here at the ramp or at the natural. Massing up roaches. Lair is on the way. I don't see any spores. Uh-oh. No spores. No spores in position. GgMachine. He believes it's glaives. It's not. 4-Dodge Templar warping in. And the pants, they're down. They are whirling in. There is that one spore, but it is not burrowed. And he can even focus it down. It does head for the mineral line. The boys are being pulled away. Diving on the spore. Lair is halfway done. Prism taking a lot of hits, taking a lot of damage. Oh my god, but yeah, it's going to be targeted down. There's no surviving this. The spore does fall. And he's going for the lair. No shot. He's going for the lair. He's going to get it. Spores, they're morphing in. It's going to be close. Nah, he's going to get it here. I mean, the transfuse will keep alive a little bit longer, but the lair does fall. Massive pickoff. Spore does finish up. DTs are locked in. But one Dark Templar does waddle away. Does escape. We have a spore at the main. Third base is exposed. Ay. I mean, thankfully, at least GgMachine does catch 3 of those Dark Templar, but only 3. From here, HiGhDrA pulls away. Back at home, building up Immortals, throwing down more gateways, getting up to Jesus up. Almost 8 gate setup. He's turning this into a 2-base all-in. He could have expanded. He chose, instead of a Nexus, 4 gates. 4 more gateways, Forge +1, and 2-base all-in at a HiGhDrA. And he's pretty well set up, to be honest. GgMachine is stuck on 2 bases, no lair. What does that mean? No roach speed. That's a big thing here, a big tech structure or big tech upgrade that's missing. Is we're stuck with slow roaches from GgMachine for that much longer. So +1 range on the way, delayed roach speed, trying to build up his drones. HiGhDrA moving in. Also, I forgot the predictions. God damn it. I forgot the predictions. SMH my head. I feel like it's too late right now. I don't know. Like, things are looking real good for HiGhDrA. Like, I don't think it would be fair. Next game. I apologize for the Gamba addicts out there. Oh. As Vials, they don't quite connect. Overlord does fall. And here comes the army. Here comes the all-in. We have 3 Immortals, Mass Zealots. The pants, they're down. They were down. They were all the way down. Ah, no. Ah, no. And GgMachine is still struggling to pull them up. Oh, no. Someone get this man a belt. Not like this, as he's massing up roaches, +1 range will finish up in the middle of this fight. Roach speed just halfway done, and here comes the all-in, here comes the push. The soup does lie. GgMachine, he might be up in army supply here, but that is inflated by the roaches. His inflated supply here, he's got 1 Ravager, and HiGhDRA's got 3 Immortals and plenty of force fields. Playing it safe, waiting for his reinforcements. He's up to 4 Archons. Locks down one of the roaches, and he's moving in. Doesn't want to overextend. Going for the Roach Warren. No, shot he denies speed. Roach speed. Oh, is it going to finish? Vials. Oh my god, they take down the Prism. Not bad. Prism goes down. Immortal gets distracted. GgMachine, can he hold on? No. Roach speed gets denied. Roach Warren goes down. I mean, we could set up around here. Yeah, Archons are falling. No reinforcements for HiGhDrA. This is best case scenario here for GgMachine. Takes down the Immortals. Up. Can he get them? He gets 1. He gets 2. He gets all 3. Massive pickoffs. GgMachine, Papi. Oh my god. He's doing it. He's holding. Maybe I should have opened up the predictions. I don't know. Maybe. But a big reason for this, no War Prism, right? The Prism got sniped. Without that, if the Prism had survived, then HiGhDrA would have pulled it off. He would have snowballed out of control. But without that Prism, HiGhDrA, I mean, he's running out of steam. He lost every single Immortal. And things are looking better and better here for GgMachine. Massing up more Lings. He's holding. He's holding on. Another Archon on the way. Same time, so I'll say do peel up into the mineral line. Pulling away some Lings. Manami pushing forward. Towards that 3rd base. That's still a lot of charge lots. Roaches are massing over time. GgMachine, can he hold on? Lings, they do engage. Archons, they shut down the Lings very hard. Oh my god, Lings, they do melt. Wow, does graze the Archon. We're running out of Zealots, but here come the reinforcements. And here come more Zealots. And HiGhDrA, he's still breaking through. He gets some of the Queens. Queens go down. Roaches, they do kind back. An immortal has arrived. And one immortal. That's all he needed, Baffy. We're good to go. Knocks down the Evo chamber. And does keep reinforcing. Boys are being pulled in. With us around, we could maybe pull this off. No shot. No shot. Jeez, the Archon kiting well against the drones. And with that HiGhDrA, he breaks through. He overwhelms. Takes down the mineral line, gets off the roaches. It was an impressive hold here by by GgMachine. I'm shocked he made it this far, but only this far. As we are running out of units, the Immortal doing what it can. Yo. I know. Yeah, it's too much. Too much. GG gets called, and HiGhDrA, he does bounce back, and he will take the game. And once again, we have a new King of the Hill. GG. GG, well played, HiGhDrA. He will claim the series. Again, a very strong start for HiGhDrA, as he was able to wreak havoc with his initial DT opener. He was able to snipe the Spore. He was able to snipe the Lair as well. Massive pickoffs, and he should have won the game with his first push, but he lost the War Prism. The War Prism got sniped, which means no micro, no juggling of the Immortals, no reinforcements either, no warp-ins. With that GgMachine, he almost pulled off a miracle defense, but it still was not enough. Was not enough in the end. GG, well played. And with that, HiGhDrA will claim it. And once again, we just kind of pass crowns over. Once again, we have a new King of the Hill, and so far, no win streaks. So far, no win streaks here from either player, from anyone. Does that change here and now? Does that change? As we have avoided mirror matchups up until this point, but we have them coming up next. Up next is going to be a PvP between HiGhDrA and UedSoldier. Let's go. HiGhDrA and UedSoldier coming up next. They do face off. Beautiful. Vetoes are underway, and we will soon be jumping into our next game. Veto. Is Kuro Observer? Kuro usually observes when... actually, usually observes when it comes to the amateur events. Oh, because we have our map. Do you have our map? So we are jumping in. Let's make sure we get everyone involved. And the next game is going to be on Romanticide, one of the larger maps in the map pool. Let's go. Yeah, HiGhDrA plays Protoss, and UedSoldier also plays Protoss. Fun fact. God damn it. Even though UED is United Earth Defense, it is, you know, Terran, meant to be Marine, but never mind. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Everyone's Protoss. Director, that's it. No, it's been a long time. I still want to play the Brood War Remastered campaign. I've yet to play it. I played so much Brood War as a kid, but have yet to touch the remastered version. But here we go. We're jumping into our next best of one and spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Romanticide. We have the red Protoss player, the current King of the Hill from land of the Netherlands, representing Alien Esports. It is HiGhDrA. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the green Protoss player for CSO Esports, the current challenger, the would-be usurper. It is UedSoldier. We go. And this time, if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will play in this best of one. This time, I did not forget. Beautiful. As we jump into our PvP. And honestly, this is going to be a hard one to call. It's a hard one to call. Best of luck in the chats with your Gamba, with your predictions. As we load into Romanticide, it's been years since this map has been in the map pool. It was back in, what, circa 2022, if I recall correctly. So it's been a very, very long time. But now we're back. We are back, and this map was known for being the largest map in the map pool, at least back in the day. A lot of wide open spaces, a lot of bases to be taken as well. And known for longer game states. But we'll see how that plays out here in a PvP. As UedSoldier, he does hide his second pylon. Let's go. So HiGhDrA goes in for a probe scout. He confirms that the pylon is missing. Something is wrong. Something is amiss. As we can see, it is a fake proxy pylon. The goal here is to make it look like we're cheesing when really we're not. And ideally, UedSoldier wants to force an overreaction. Does want to force an overreaction. There's an SC2 mod called Mass Recall that remade all these SC1 campaigns as faithful as possible, as well as quality of life improvements such as AI. Oh, nice, nice. I mean, I'd rather just play remastered. Like I'm content playing Brood War in the Brood War engine. It's all good. I mean, I might just play both, to be honest. I might just play both, but you know, maybe like in March or maybe in like April or something when we have time. Might indulge in some other games when we're a little bit more free. But now Robo Opener, ooh, HiGhDrA playing safe. Yeah, HiGhDrA, he's terrified. You can see he's scouting, he's checking, he's looking. Checks bottom left, checks top right. HiGhDrA, he's looking for the proxy. And we know UedSoldier just expands. He does just expand. And HiGhDrA, he will confirm with hallucination. What I was going to say here is that coming into March, I was looking forward to maybe having a bit of a leaner like broadcasting schedule in March, but then the Stars Agora qualifiers were announced and they're in March. So never mind. So we have all of our regular events plus Stars Agora coming into March. So yeah, that content continues. Let's go. Non-stop StarCraft. As HiGhDrA going for a much later expansion. As we're settling in, UedSoldier going for the Stargate as a follow-up as his take of choice, going for an Oracle Opener into harass across the map. HiGhDrA instead into Blink after the safety Robo. In which HiGhDrA actually he just isn't making use of it. Yo. Do you see what I see? I see a proxy pylon. I see a proxy pylon in PvP. Twilight Council Opener into show us the Dark Shrine. Show us the DTs. HiGhDrA did win the last game off of his DT opener. Show us what you got. There it is. A Dark Shrine is on the way. Papi, at this point we can smell the DTs, Papi. So cheesy. Let's go. As the Prism is on the way alongside Charge. To make it look like we are researching an upgrade, UedSoldier, he checks, he does see the research, he believes it should be Blink, when really it's anything but. Back at home, what do we have to defend? We have a Robo, thankfully, there is a Robo, no Observer for the time being, but there's an Oracle. The Oracle can always Revelate, true, Revelation is available, and likewise, UedSoldier can make an Observer, and I'm sure he will after the Immortal. So a very safe play here by UedSoldier. He should have the tools to defend. Hallucination confirms the Stargate and the Robo. Likelihood of these DTs getting damage done is much lower now as a result. Oracle's on the way. Into the main. Into the main base. Oh, gets a probe. Yeah, workers are going down. HiGhDrA out of position. Yeah, he's out of position here. Gonna be losing 5 workers in the main. Behind this, where there's our Templar. Where's the warp in? A little bit delayed there. Every second counts. Bearing in mind we have another Oracle in production, a second Immortal, no Observer, but Oracles, Revelations, and the energy overcharge as well. That's just going to be a singular DT. Oh, sorry, 2 DTs. One towards the third base, the other towards the main. Probes are going down. Quite a lot actually so far. 8 probe kills. 8 up to 9. Observers in production. Pretty good damage, all things considered. The Oracles, they don't respond. They don't react. So delayed reactions now. Here we go. The Oracles, they do try to head in towards the main. They're looking for the Dark Templar. With that, UedSoldier pinned back at home, and HiGhDrA can now set up his own third. And not bad. Not a bad start. He's not done. Once again, does drop in. DT gets another worker. Another Dark Templar at the third base as well. UedSoldier just being pulled apart. Oh my god. He's being pulled apart. The Dark Templar does waddle away. Oh. He's going to be saved. Likewise, another DT hidden here in the main. Is on hold position. And so far, that's going to be 18 probe kills. Jesus. That's a lot of damage. It's a lot of economic damage here for UedSoldier. Back at home, HiGhDrA. We do have some Adept harass, but the last HiGhDRA's in position. He will shut this down. Building up his gateways. Charge is complete. And is looking to get further ahead. Looking to. Double Orca into the main, not bad. Does go for the dive, does focus on as many probes as possible. It's going to be 11 probe kills in total. Oh, as no shot. As the Oracles get hunted down, and UedSoldier, his spirit gets broken here upon losing all those probes. And HiGhDrA, he will claim, for the first time tonight, the second win. GG. GG, well played. UedSoldier, he taps out. He did lose a lot of workers, that is true. His economy was in a rough state, and from there, he does tap out in the end. He does pull out. GG, well played. HiGhDrA, he will claim it. And with that, we have, for the first time tonight, our first player with 2 wins. First player here with 2 wins. GG. Tonight, in this OSC King of the Hill, in this broadcast, I should say, for OSC, in this tournament, maybe that's a little bit better. But Jumy, ay. Potentially a teaser for what's to come. Let's go, the Rogue Slayer himself, Jumy. Good to see you, good to see you. Hope you're doing well, hope you're taking care. And I'm sure we'll be seeing some Jumy in the tournaments at some point. As we're heading over to the NA region, we have our next player. We have our next opponent. As up next is going to be another PvP. It's going to be HiGhDrA up against Rebellion. Let's go. Rebellion, of course, being the Korean Protoss player, looking to redeem or even avenge his fallen countrymen in LunaSea. See if he can pop up. Once again, HiGhDrA so far with 2 wins under his belt. And we'll see where Rebellion does bring us in. It is, of course, challenger pick for the map. Go. Only a week for the last 2 slots on the EWC to be revealed. Let's go. Let's go. Who needs breaks anyway? Oh, no. Who needs breaks? As it looks like we have our map, it is going to be ley lines. You guys. We're good. Hold on. Hold on, we're setting up. We're a little bit confused here by the process. But okay. So HiGhDrA, he is going to HiGhDrA, he does veto Ultra Love, and we're jumping into ley lines. Jumping into ley lines here. Beautiful. jumping in. The PvPs, they continue, man. They do continue. And we are now getting a third of the way through. Again, this is our 5th best of 1, and we have 15 in total. So we're working our way through our matches, working our way through our players. So far, featuring a lot of regulars. And we'll see if our current King of the Hill can keep that streak going, as spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of ley lines. We have our blue Protoss player representing his new team, Elite Esports. And our current King of the Hill with 2 wins under his belt, it is HiGhDrA. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the Red Protoss. Our new challenger, it is Rebellion. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim this best of 1. As a reminder, this is purely a best of 1. And this could go either way. This could go either way. So far, HiGhDrA does have that win streak underneath him. Kind of keep it going. Probe is moving up. Probe is moving out. We're going for our scouts initially. And we'll see if either player decides to hide their tech, to hide their pylon, to have a cheeky start, or to open up straight up. My eyes are mainly going to be on Rebellion. Rebellion, he is usually a little bit more assertive and aggressive in this matchup. Usually. So far, 2 gate opener from both players. 2 gate openers on the way. The Cybercore. Both players have their keen eyes on their opponent's bases, getting eyes on any kind of deviation on the pylons. There it is. Pylon in the main for Rebellion, pylon in the main base for HiGhDrA as well. So everyone is playing standard for the time being. We can breathe easy. No proxies, no shenanigans, no fake proxy either. And from here, we can wait for our Cybercore to finish up, and we can wait for our initial 2 units. Do we open up double Adept, double Stalker, or Stalker Sentry, or even Sentry Expand? We have the answer. We have Stalker Sentry here out of HiGhDrA, and likewise Rebellion doing the same. So we have mirrored build so far. Oh, my apologies. Does cancel. Going double Sentry. And I'm curious if he's even going to cancel that second Sentry to afford a faster expansion. There's a pylon block. Pylon is thrown down, and we'll have to make that Sentry here to focus down that pylon. Both players block each other. HiGhDrA just go for the Robo before expanding. Interesting. Going for the Robo. Does still expand. Does take the base. With this Robo, we can open up with a Warp Prism. We can move out across the map. Likewise, hello Rebellion. What's going on? It does hide a probe here towards the south side. Curious what the plans are with this worker. Going for a Robo opener himself. Going for the Robo. Selects the probe for a moment. Hallucination coming in. And there's that pylon. Are we feeling a Twilight Council opener and proxy DTs? Are we feeling that? As there's not often a reason to proxy a pylon in PvP outside of hidden tech. Curious. Stargate? Wait, okay. Okay, I see you. I think we saw LunaSea do this. It's gonna be delayed Oracle opener. Let's go. So, delayed proxy Stargate, I should say, into Oracle, into the main. Designed to catch HiGhDrA off guard. I want to say we saw this recently. Was it LunaSea versus Gerald? I think so. I think it was LunaSea versus Gerald, maybe in Sparkling Tuna Cup. Last week. Maybe it was Rebellion. But we have seen this. Meanwhile, HiGhDrA setting up a 2-base all-in. I mean, it makes sense with the initial Robo opener. It was a Prism into a Mortal Production, into Glaives, into a Gateway Explosion. So mass aggression here from HiGhDrA. And I'm that much more concerned for Rebellion, because he's investing in tech designed to harass, not necessarily to defend back at home. He's building up his own Immortals, true. Mortals are on the way. Rebellion, he does threaten the shade. He was able to scout the tech earlier. And there's that gateway explosion. Getting it to 6 gates on 2 bases. Again, HiGhDrA, he's committing to the 2 base all in. Adepts, they get into the mineral line. They get one, they get... Oh! Just one. Just one probe goes down. Oracle's on the way. Main base is exposed. There's nothing in the main. Rebellion is diving in. Diving into both. He distracts, gets into the main base, gets into the mineral line. Probes are going to be going down. And this delayed reaction. 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, almost 9 probe kills. Up. Can he get 10? Can he get 11? He can't. 11 probes. 11 workers go down. Rebellion, he pulls away. So far, critical damage, and this will disrupt and delay the 2 base all in. On top of that, he scouts and he confirms. He sees all the gates. He knows what's going on. Shield batteries instantly being thrown down. Pylons, shield battery, side defense. He needs to set up. He's going for the bait. Going for disruptors. We'll see if he can hold. As here comes the push. HiGhDrA, he's committed. He moves out. So there's 4 sentries. Oracle going for another backstab. I'm loving the stasis here on top of the army. We'll see if it does connect. Again, HiGhDrA ideally should be shading on top of Rebellion. If he does, could be met by the stasis. Oh. Let's move out. Oracle hits the natural once again. And he's forcing his way in. At least trying to. Shield battery coming in clutch. Nice force field, zoning back the army. So much wasted DPS. And that's they do nothing. The Immortal is saved. Once again, HiGhDrA trying to push himself forward. Nice force fields. Once again, zoning back those Immortals. And the sentries that have going down, one after the other. So far, strongholds here from Rebellion. As every single time he just locks down those Immortals. He locks them away. And now he can move forward. Now he does move forward here. Takes the better fight, shuts down the Adepts, takes down the Immortal as well. GG gets called, and Rebellion he holds. He shuts down the All-In. And Rebellion is your new King of the Hill. GG. GG, well played Rebellion. He will hold, he will defend. Again, did a great job harassing across the map. Of course, he crippled the economy. He shut down the pros with those oracles. And on top of that, he confirmed the all-in. He confirmed the army coming across the map. He was ready for it. And it wasn't just the fact that he knew what was coming. The execution of those force fields on that defense was beautiful. Just time and time again, just zoning away those immortals, cutting the army in half, and just dealing with HiGhDrA a portion at a time. The Adepts at a time, really. Just cleaned up all the Adepts, then again, until there was nothing but Immortals remaining. GG. GG, well played. Very nicely done there by Rebellion, and we are getting ready for our next best of 1. We're getting ready for our next series here, our next setup. We have our new, All Rain, our new King of the Hill, as we are loading into Whispers of Gold. We have our next game. It is going to be another PvP. Shouldn't surprise you. We're probably going to see a lot of PvPs tonight. We have a lot of Protoss players lined up. I'm sure we're going to be getting to eventually players like Gerald, Christianer, Jumy, Rotin. We'll get there. We'll get the Jumy as well. For now, though, we have our new challenger. It is going to be NightPhoenix. Let's go. NightPhoenix, he has risen to the challenge. We have our Ukrainian Protoss player up against the current King of the Hill. Let's go. As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Whispers of Gold, we have our Ukrainian Protoss, our red Protoss representing Astronaut Esports. It is NightPhoenix. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the red Protoss, sorry, the blue Protoss, our current King of the Hill, with 1 win under his belt. Long may he reign. It is Rebellion. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It's Gamba time. Predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you believe will claim the series. Coming into this, it is once again a hard one to call. NightPhoenix, likewise, is a very aggressive, very assertive player in this matchup. We saw Rebellion being cheeky last game, going for the hidden delayed proxy Stargate Oracle harass. Most likely won't see that again, but again, has some cheeky builds up his sleeve. Let's go. HiGhDrA. You know what? I will hydrate. Hold on. Oh, John. Alright, we're good. we're good to go. We're okay. We're hydrated. As we once again have our double gate opener. So 2 gate opener here out of NightPhoenix, 2 gate opener out of Rebellion. So far, nothing hidden yet. My eyes are on this probe though. NightPhoenix is going to be hiding his initial pylon. And the question becomes, do we commit? This is a prime location for a proxy Stargate. So proxy Stargate would make sense from the side of NightPhoenix. Rebellion, he is aware that the pylon is missing, and he's looking. He's on the hunt. The hydration cam. Oh no. Oh, no. It's a reminder, if you're out there, make sure to drink plenty of water. Drink plenty of water. Drink, hold on. Yeah. We got the emote. Beautiful. Hydrate yourselves. As it is going to be proxy Stargate. Again, the reason why we assume this is because it is close by air. It is short rush distance by air. It's a little bit too far away for a proxy robo. So the goal here is to get economic damage. So this is not an all-in. Bear that in mind. This is not an all-in out of NightPhoenix. It is aggressive, that is true, but he should be expanding behind us. Ooh, as he does find the pylon. Pylon gets found. Sebesdes commit across the map. Oracle will be on the way. And you can see here, Rebellion, he is searching for that proxy. He fans out with the hallucinated probes. Checks bottom left, checking top right. And it looks like, oh, he might just miss this. It's going to be close. Oh, there he finds it. Barely does find the pylon. Whew, he does confirm the Oracle is aware and he should be getting ready. Up, late wall of. Late wall of third Sebesdes busts into the main base. Probes are going to be going down. Takes out the sentry. Sentry does fall. Rebellion, he's in a lot of trouble here. Warp gate is not done. Stalker still on the way. Same time, pylon under fire. There we go. Second Stalker has arrived. Whew. And with that, the Oracle shouldn't get too much done. Rebellion, he's ready. He is ready for it. Ah, he keeps shading it. No, shades back into the main. Does commit. Up. Coming from behind, going for the stasis. Stasis is ready. Probes are getting picked up. Gets 2 so far. Gets 3. 3 gets 4 towards the end. Pulls away. Stasis. Up. Oh my god, it does connect. Takes down 3 workers. And Rebellion, he did not notice. And we're still not done. Behind this, NightPhoenix is expanding, going into his second Oracle. Rebellion still stuck on 1 base. The pressure is on. He's looking, trying to hunt down those Oracles. As he moves out, Oracles move in. And just the 1 Stalker. It's not enough. And Rebellion is being torn apart here. And hey, we have not had some big win streaks so far. It's not been happening. HiGhDrA, he peaked at 2. And only 2. And Rebellion is down to 11 probes. 11 workers, he's all in. He's 1 base all in at this point. It's all or nothing, but he just doesn't have enough. Does have a force field. Going for the ramp. Up. Does go for it. Does cut the army in half. Still enough though. Still not enough. The Oracles, they will shut this down. Nice control out of NightPhoenix. Will bleed out 1 Oracle. But he's ready. He's in position. Rebellion going for a cheeky move, trying to force field that ramp, but alas, wasn't quite able to pull it off. Up to 6 Stalkers. Does one-shot the sentry. Does take down the sentry, but alas, there's just still too much here to deal with. Yeah, bleeding out Stalkers, losing far too much. He's down to 3. And GG gets caught. NightPhoenix, he will overwhelm, and he will claim the crown. GG. GG. GG, well played. The king is dead, and all hail once again the new king of the hill. As NightPhoenix, he will claim the win here. GG. GG, well played. Again, we've been trading back and forth very often so far in this tournament. We have barely had any win streaks whatsoever. Is that about to change, though? I mean, NightPhoenix is a pretty good player, don't get me wrong. He's very strong, he's very good. We'll see who is going to be rising up next to challenge NightPhoenix. As he's our new king of the hill. GG. GG, well played. Getting into our seventh best of one. Getting into our seventh matchup. Oh, let's go! This is what I've been waiting for. I've been seeing him. He has been lurking since the beginning of the broadcast, since the beginning of this tournament. And he's been laddering. He's been warming up. You know who it is. El Chamaco himself. Up next, it's going to be NightPhoenix versus Cham, the Mexican Zerg. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm excited. Lobby has been made. We are loading into Whispers of Gold. Ooh, one of the more aggressive maps in the map pool. I mean, we just did play on it, of course. But Cham, he's known for being aggressive. He's known for being very, very much so in the face of his opponent. Cham is not a standard player. He's not a standard player. He's similar to Eric in that sense. He's not as creative as Eric, is what I will say, but still very aggressive. And you know what? Creative in his own way. Creative in his own way here. Let's go. We are jumping in. Cham is a wild man. He's crazy. Let's go. As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Whispers of Gold, we have the red Protoss player from land of Ukraine representing Astronaut Esports, the current king of the hill. It is NightPhoenix. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the blue Zerg player with the blue Zerg himself from land of Mexico. It is Cham. El Chamaco. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It's Gamba time. It's Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat. On the one hand, I would favor Cham in a longer series. Give us the best of 3, give us the best of 5, and I would favor Cham. But this is not that. This is a best of 1. And in a best of 1, anything can happen. Anything is possible. I'm here for it. Let's go. For now, hatch first. Hatch first out of Cham. Looking to go for a standard opener. Now, if he's coming with a probe scout, he needs to confirm that Cham is not opening up with an early gas or an early spawning pool. Does need to confirm. The probe does waddle in. Yep, just hatch gas pool out of Cham. Likewise, NightPhoenix going for a gate expand as well. Standard openers abound. Getting to our standard openers. From here, we'll see what kind of tech NightPhoenix does go for. A big sign would be the positioning of that second pylon. We'll see if he does try to hide his tech. Likewise, we'll see if Cham pulls out of gas. Also, once again, I do apologize if you see some frame drops in game. We are on the central server, and for whatever reason, it's very hit and miss when it comes to latency to US Central. It's very hit and miss. Otherwise, the pylon is done here further back in the main. And we'll see if we go for the Stargate or something different. There it is. Stargate is going to be thrown down. So Stargate opener by NightPhoenix into most likely Oracle. We'll see if he does opt to go for a Void Ray instead. Void Ray play is designed to hide tech, to try to hide something a little bit different here. But I feel like NightPhoenix should be taking a more defensive stance. I mean, it's hard to say. Do you want to be aggressive against Cham? Cham, who is known for not droning, who's known for going roaches and being hyper aggressive. That I'm not so sure about. Now link speed is on the way. Cham, he does pull out of gas. So no early there. No early tech. He pulls out. gonna ask if I still need to be restarting the PC. No, it's just the server, unfortunately. As the central server is unstable for us. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. As NightPhoenix does pull away, taking his third base, so just Oracle opener to a third so far. Standard opener out of NightPhoenix. After this game, if depending what happens, I might turn on a VPN to help with this. Yeah. I'll probably do so. Help with the routing. NightPhoenix does rotate. Heads towards the third. So far, oh, doesn't quite get any drones. Oh my god. Does force a cancel. Not much more than that. Make up for it. Gets another work through here at the natural. No major damage, taking a lot of hits though. Takes a lot of damage. Has to pull away. Behind this we see a Twilight Council. Where is the Forge though? No Forge in sight. Not yet. There it is. Behind the natural actually. Okay. Does split up his tech. Hides the Forge. Looking to be +1 in Blink, I would imagine. +1 in Charge is viable, true, but it's very out of fashion nowadays. Very out of fashion. Things that move out, and yep, it is going to be Blink. The Blink is on the way. Stasis goes off. NightPhoenix is holding. Likewise moving out across the map. Does distract here at the third. Shades here towards the natural. But so far, Cham, he's keeping up. Even taking this seriously, does fully wall up. Does wall up. So it's NightPhoenix away. And he's getting and investing a little bit more heavily here into Roaches. We have the Roach Worm, we have +1 range as well. From here, Cham can go from Roaches into HiGhDRAs. But it's going to be very Roach heavy. And this is the Oracles that do catch a Queen. Oh, Clutch Transfuse. And the Queen will barely go down. At a price though, the Oracles they take a lot of damage. Behind this we have a Gateway Explosion. Oh, that's a lot of gateways. What do we have? We have 8. No, my apologies. We're getting up to 10. 10 gates here for NightPhoenix. It is going to be a 3-base all-in. 3-base all-in from our Protoss. He's not taking gases at the third. But Cham is playing safe. He's playing Ling Roach, not Ling HiGhDrA. And we should be proxying an 11th gateway. So it's going to be a 3-base 11 gate all-in here from NightPhoenix. Lings, they hit the natural. Sorry, they hit the third. Force back the Oracles. Army's moving out. And we need that pylon. We need that gateway. We need those reinforcements. Remember, there's no robo with this. We have to rely on the proxy here to reinforce the army. To reinforce the all-in. Roaches to engage. Force back the army. Likewise, that's a shed in towards that natural. Drones are going down, distracting reinforcements. Cham so far is keeping up. Oh, baits out the stasis. There's that 11th gateway. NightPhoenix needs a little bit more time. Takes down a Queen. Oh, barely not. Queen somehow survives. And the gateway is exposed. Massive pickoff. Denies the gateway, denies the pylon, denies warp ins. NightPhoenix is losing control of the proxy. He's losing control of this game. And is being forced further back. Oracles are running out of energy. And the all-in is failing. The all-in is failing. Now he takes his gases. This is a first sign here that he's trying to transition out of this. Gases into a Robo, into a Temple Archives, into Storm, into anything else. But NightPhoenix, he knows that this isn't working. But he still has to commit. I mean, he still has the army. Dives on the expansion. Up, going for the hatchery. The hatchery's gonna take a lot of hits. Likewise, diving into the main. So many Stalkers do go down. And Cham commits into a counterattack. Bold move. Baits out the stasis. Forces the recall. And Cham moves out. Going for the third base. Another stasis pops up. But Cham is going for the expansion. And he should not get down. Denies the fourth. Going further in. And Cham is just rallying across the map at this point. And we have slow lots to defend. The slow lots, man. They're doing what they can. And it's all that NightPhoenix can afford. Warping in slow lots. Pushing with more of his army. But again, he's running out of steam here. Running out of stalkers, running out of zealots. Cham pulls away for now. Consolidating his forces. Running out of gas. That's saturating another fourth. And Cham just has a massive supply lead here. Not the most efficient army, but I mean, considering the all-in that NightPhoenix has gone for, it's going to be enough. It should be enough here. Stasis goes off, catches 3 roaches. That's not going to be good enough here for NightPhoenix. And Cham is forcing his way in. He breaks through the defensive line here. There's a shield right behind this, but it's out of energy. Files are going to be connecting. And these are just expensive losses here for NightPhoenix, losing so many stalkers. Too many. The oracles are trying to help, but there's only so much they can do. As Cham, he's overwhelming. He overwhelms the forces here of NightPhoenix. Takes down the stalkers. GG. Good luck in the next round. And Cham, he will take the game, and he will be our new King of the Hill. GG. GG. Well played. I will turn on Mudfish. Don't worry. GG. Well played. Cham will claim it, and is our new King of the Hill. GG, GG. Again, NightPhoenix, unfortunately, he had committed into an 11 gates, 3 base all-in, and he lost the proxy. He lost the proxy early on. That did just stifle the entirety, or did take away so much momentum from our Ukrainian Protoss. And from there, Cham, he had momentum. He never quite let it go. He was able to take control of the map and take control of the game. GG. GG, well played. You need a moment to set up. Get things going. I'm opening up my VPN. It's been so long. So we have a next series. I won't need the VPN for our next series, though, as it is going to be a different matchup entirely. It's going to be a different setup here. It is going to be Cham versus Percival. It's going to be Latino America versus South Korea. Let's go. It's going to be that ZBT, which should be on US West, so we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Until then, we're getting ready. We're getting things ready, setting up. Sorry, just catching up with the time. Catching up. Like it when he's a bit risky too. Ah, you're an animal. An animal. There you go, we have our lobby. have our lobby. We're getting ready here for our ZVT, and we are halfway through the broadcast. I believe we're getting into our 8th match of the night, 8 out of 15. So we're more than halfway through. Again, I feel like a lot of these best of ones have kind of breezed by. They've been very fast, very quick. We haven't really engaged too heavily here into longer macro games. We've had a lot of aggression so far in these matches, and looks like the aggression might continue. We'll see. So we're loading into ley lines. Have our players, we have our casters, and we are jumping in. Who's talking? The most craziest animal I've ever seen. Ah, true. I am a duck. Not wrong, not wrong. Oh. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of ley lines, we have our blue Terran player. Oh. We have our blue Terran from South Korea. We have a new challenger. It is Percival. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Zero player from Atlanta, Mexico, leading the series, or I should say our current king of the hill. It is Cham. And you know what time it is? It is Gamba time. If you're in the chat, predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim this best of one. Will it go the way of Cham? Will it go the way of Percival? Best of luck. Best of luck in the chat. As we are jumping in. And Percival, I haven't really seen too much of his ZVT. I say that we've been casting Percival against players like Dark, against players like Solar during the KSL, and Percival, he is looking quite impressive, especially when it comes to his bio control, when it comes to his bio movement, splitting, dropping as well. He can be very assertive, very aggressive, at least with his bio compositions. We'll see if he can get there, though. Again, Cham, he's known for being more of a Roach player and a Roach enjoyer, especially on smaller maps, especially in this matchup. But now, hatch gas pool. It is going for the hatch gas pool. Frame heist continues. It does, which is a little bit concerning. What is going on? What is happening? Like US West should not be this bad. But we're at 300 ping on US West. Jesus. Ay, ay, ay. I didn't think I needed to turn on the VPN, but I guess I would have to for US West as well. Feels US West, man. We will endure the slideshow. We will endure. We'll do our best. As now Cham, he is taking that third. Reaper moves out, dipping between the bases. It's up to Cham to keep up. Oh, takes down a Ling, not bad. Ling does fall. Rotating in between the bases. So far, no major damage. Does get a Ling, but does pull away. Behind this, we have a third CC before Starport. Economic opener here by Percival. So we have our economic start. Moving away. Let's pull away. And interesting, this is not going to be a 3cc into Banshee, it's going to be 3cc into a second rank. So it's going to be 3cc 2-1-1. For those that are curious what this means, one, it is an economic opener, that is true, but we are going to be going for a lighter commitment into Hellions. We should be seeing 2 to 4 Hellions, then into an add-on swap, into more bioproduction, faster stim, into a delayed starport, into a 14 Marine double medevac drop. So again, only 2 Hellions, only 2 Hellions, then into the add-on swap, into Mass Marine. And this can hit like a truck. What's important for Cham is that he needs to be greedy. What do I mean by that? Is that there are only 2 Hellions. So there's not really much that can threaten Cham right now. There's not really much that can threaten his mineral lines or his bases. So now is the time to recognize what's going on and to drone up as hard as he can, to spread creep, to get into his upgrades, to get into a 4th base, and then to be ready for that bio time, for the stim time. For now, is droning. Is droning, is saturating, spreading his creep. So far, it's keeping up with the Hellions. And there it is. Shouldn't be a surprise. Roach Warren. He's going for a Roach opener into Lair. As we mentioned before, Cham, he's very much so a Roach enjoyer. He does prefer playing Roaches in most, if not all, matchups. It is his go-to, and in general, it's a very safe way to play this out. Safe way to play. Percival, he does pivot away. Away. Building up his third. Here come the Medivacs. Here comes the stim timing. Do it up. Getting up to 15 Marines, not 14. Let's go. Does move out, and Cham, the Roaches are going to come out just in time. Checking his vision, Cham, he didn't quite confirm what's going on, but seeing the low Hellion count is a tell. The low Hellion count is a tell of what is happening. So the Roaches are amassing. Job is coming in. As Job comes in, Lings, they do hit the third, and SCVs are getting picked up. So far, nice damage. He gets 2. Takes down 2 SCVs. Likewise, Percival stimming forward. Doesn't find anything yet. Does threaten a dive. Likewise, Hellions into the mineral line, getting a couple of drones. Not bad. A couple of workers go down. The Marines, they do stim in. And more workers are falling so far. Good damage. And there's only limited anti-air he can pick up and get the hell out of here. So far, 9 drone kills. That is what Percival was looking for, what he was hoping for. And Cham is having a hard time keeping up. Percival, he pulls back, building up his forces and getting ready for his own 7-minute timing. We're close. We're waiting for the upgrades. Stim, +1, combat shields, building up towards 2 to 3 tanks. And then Percival should be pushing. Now setting up defensively. I mean, Percival, he knows that he's done a lot of damage and he's expecting an all-in. He's getting ready here for a counterattack. We can see, though, Cham has been droning. He did drone up to 3 base economy, 66 workers. And he might stop here. Uh-oh. Yeah, Chammy's stopping here and now. We have more Roaches building up. 1 on upgrades. That's going to be his timing to hit. And Percival walling up back at home. It's going to work well for him. Denying more creep. Taking up a Ling. Does spot the army. And here comes Cham. Cham is getting ready for his push. Getting ready for his move outs. Roach on the right hand side as well. Percival, he has a bunker on the left. He doesn't have a bunker on the right hand side though. I don't know if he's quite ready for this. Cham is massing up his army. He's pushing. Behind this, he does throw down infestation, but he's joining up. Cham, he is not all in. He's being aggressive, don't get me wrong. But he is droning. Oh, army stims in. Goes to the Ravagers. Oh my god. He goes to the dive. Gets 1, 2, 3. Every single Ravager goes down. Massive pickoffs. Percival, calm down. Oh my god. And he's safe. Percival, he's perfectly fine back at home. There's no Ravagers to threaten him. Cham, he has to retreat. He cannot touch that army. And Percival holds. Again, the best defense is a good offense. He just stimmed in, sniped all the Ravagers. I mean, that's it. From here, he can now move out once again, and he can freely expand. 4th CC. 4th CC on the way. Percival stimming forward. Now pulling away. Pull back. We do have some safety infestors here from Cham. Infestors are set up. Back over. Hive is on the way for Cham. This should be for Vipers. For that greater attack. Yo, we got the tunneling claw roaches. Let's go. He's burrowing in. He spots the army. Again, that's a lot of... That's 5 tanks. Jesus. 5 tanks and mass marine. But as Percival moves out, Chammy's moving in. And does Percival turn around? Does he race back home? Oh. The tanks are sieged. Roaches, they do hit the 4th. They hit the 3rd, the main, and the natural. All 3 bases at once. SCVs are going down. And Percival, he does turn around. He races back. Dealing with Roaches. 16 SCV kills so far. Roaches, they tunnel away. They do burrow away here behind the middle line. Getting more SCV kills. Scan on the tanks. Doesn't want to lose his army. Roaches still wreaking havoc. 89 gases, 23 SCVs, and Percival, he unsieges. He unsieges, he races back home. Chammy's buying time. It's so important here that Chammy buys time, because in a head-on fight, Cham loses. Cham, he's at 200 supply, but he will lose head-on. So he's forcing back the army, getting more SCVs, disrupting the production. Getting 32 SCV kills. And he's massing up more roaches, more ravagers, and taking into, oh my god, into a greater aspire. Into Broodlords. Oh, burrowing once again. Oh, doesn't quite get away though. He's trying to survive here, but won't be able to. Forcing out more scans. We have roaches even on the army. Cham is getting ready. What do we have? We have a Corruptors on the way for those Broodlords. Roach, they are burrow as well. They don't get any tanks though. They don't get any tanks. Percival, he should soon be pushing. He should soon be moving out. Or has he missed his window? He potentially has. There it is. There's the unsiege. Percival, he's up to 11 tanks. He's moving into a concave. Tanks are on siege. Piles. Oh, we'll knock some of them down. Takes down 2. Takes down 3. 5 tanks fall. Massive fungal as well. Percival is still moving in. Still pushing forward. That was a good start for Cham. It's not that easy here. Has to pull away. Percival gaining ground. Cham is trying to max out. Broodlords are on the way. That's going to be his win condition. It's getting into those Broodlords. Cham needs more time. A little bit more time here. Broodlords are still on the way. There's a scan. And Broodlords, they have arrived. Cham dives on the main army. Lings, they flood in. They get on top of the tanks, and Cham holds. Whew. Does hold on. Cleans up all the tanks. Does force Percival back home. Getting some medevacs. Corruptors, they come into play. Broodlords, they come in for the flank. And Percival, he's being broken. Again, Percival, he had such a strong timing and such a strong start with the 362-on-1. But the bird roaches, the counterattacks, they bought him enough time. He holds, he survives, he perseveres. And he knocks down the final tank. There's one more tank left behind this. But the Broodlords, there's no answer. There's no answer to the Broods. GG gets called. And Cham, he overwhelms. And Cham, he will still be our king of the hill. GG. GG, well played, Cham. He will take it. He will claim it. And with that, we'll knock out Percival from the tournament. GG. Well played. Google won. Hold on, I'm just trying to set up. See if this helps. So we are getting ready here for our next series, and we will soon have our next challenger. Let's go. It looks like it is going to be a ZVP. I do see someone logging in. Someone has logged in. And I believe it's going to be a Zerg versus Protoss matchup. Oop. We'll get some confirmation. And it is going to be a rematch here. These two, they faced off in many tournaments over the past couple of weeks. And they have gone back and forth. And we'll see if that trend continues here. Okay. Oh, God. Wasn't meant to press that. But they are selecting their map. We're getting there. See if this helps. It's not looking too good. I'll be honest. We'll see if the ping does stabilize. One moment. So our players need a little bit of time here to set up. I do need 1 moment to set up myself as well. I actually want to test out my ping on a server. So we're going to be going on a short break, and when we come back, we'll have our next series. We'll have, I'll say it here, I think it's going to be Cham versus Gerald. We'll see. Players are setting up. 1 moment. And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the OSC King of the Hill weekly number 209. Welcome to the 9th best of 9 of the night. And here we go. We're jumping into our next match, into our next best of 1. And spawning in the bottom hand corner of HiGhDrA, we have our red Protoss player representing Streamer Zone. It is Gerald. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have the Mexican Zerg player, the blue Zerg, the current King of the Hill with 2 wins under his belt. It is the Cham. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat. Let's go. And Papi, I might be jinxing it right now, but mate, it's so much smoother here. Let's go. The VPN is on. I didn't have to test it out. Basically, I turned on the VPN and I went into a custom lobby to make sure that everything was looking as it should be. And it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Again, for those that are curious, for those who maybe don't know, and you probably wouldn't have to deal with this yourself, basically, when you select a server in StarCraft, there are certain selecting a server isn't just the only thing that happens behind the scenes. There are different nodes. There are different nodes, like for the US server, for the Korean server, for the even European server as well. Like there are different like internal servers, and sometimes it takes you to one, sometimes to another. And there are certain nodes that are just really like the routing to them is just really awful from Australia. I don't know why. So it's like sometimes you load in and bam, like 400 ping, or sometimes you load in and bam, it's like 200 ping, which is more manageable. So that's where like VPNs come into play. So sometimes as a caster or as a player, you would have to use a VPN, and as a result, everything's looking normal now. Like, again, no frames dropped, all thanks to just better routing, basically. Like it's, yeah. That's StarCraft for you. Is StarCraft for you. But yeah, here we go. We're jumping into our next game. Also, a big shout out to El Campo. Oh my god, Campo Chest in the chat. Thank you so much for 100 bits. Thank you. Hope you enjoy the content, hope you enjoy the StarCraft, hope you enjoy the event here as we are pulling the boys. Oh my god, we are going gas versus gas, pull into a link flood, end up pulling every single boy despite going for the hatchery. I'm a little bit confused. Usually you skip the expansion for some extra minerals, but not this time. Let's go. It's all or nothing for the extra larva, I should say. So I'm amassing up all the lings. The boys are being pulled, and one way or another, the game is about to end. And Gerald has no idea. He has not scouted. No probe scout whatsoever. He doesn't know the adept is out of position. And the game may just be over. As Cham, he has arrived. He's gonna mirror walk past the Adept. There's no wall off behind this. It's too little, it's too late. The drones, they do flood in. The Adept is gonna shade away and the pylon is exposed. We ignore it. We just ignore it anyway. We just go straight for the kill. Straight for the main. Oh, do you see a full wall? The wall has arrived. We're going for, and we're looking to deny the Oracle. And the Oracle, it's not going to finish. It's not going to finish up. The pylon goes down. Massive pickup. And then Cham can focus on the low ground. As things are flooding in, there are 2 Adepts in position. 1 Adept gets surrounded. Oh my god. Yeah, little surround. More links flooding forward. So far, good control with the probes. Now we're up to 3 Adepts. Oh, down to 2. And 2 Adepts remaining. The boys are falling one after the other. And it's going to be only 2 Adepts. Again, that's Oracle. It's not going to pop out. It's not going to spawn in. Link speed does finish. There is a shield battery, though. True. There is a shield battery. Oh, my God. And we just ignore it. Cham, he ignores the shield battery, goes to the main base, goes to the pylon. And Gerald, he's down to 4 probes. He's down to 4 workers left. Link, though, they just keep flooding in. They keep going. They don't stop. They don't stop. They don't stop. Going for the main. There is an economy here as well. There's 6 drones mining for Cham. He has a better economy than his opponent. And he will kill that main base. Now he's going for the shield battery. Lings, they flood in. Oh, going for the wall off instead. The boys have arrived. Actually, there's no wall. He's going back to mining. He's going back home. He's going back home. Takes down the Adept. There's 1 Adept remaining. And Cham, he's done it. He has done it. There's no energy left on the shield battery. GG and Cham. He will take down Gerald. And Cham is still our king of the hill. GG. Oh my god. He pulled the Jumy. GG, well played. I'm not crazy. I want to say the one time we casted Jumy Zerg, he did something very similar against Christiana. He like 12 pool drone pool Christiana to death. I think in an OSC King of the Hill. That's like my strong memory of Jumy playing Zerg. GG. GG, well played. Cham does take a shout to Iron Ringed as well. Thank you so much, Gab. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. We do appreciate it. We do appreciate it. Thank you so much in the chat. As Cham, he will claim another win. He'll claim another win. And I was looking forward to it. Honestly, like Gerald, he's a strong contender. He's a strong competitor here. He is one that can bring Cham down in a longer series. But in a best of 1, this is what you can do. In a best of 1, mate, you don't hold back. No holding back in a best of 1. Cham, he's an animal. Yo, he's here to play some StarCraft. In less than 5 minutes, he's out. It's over. We're done. Aye. Again, this is the kind of format where like a player like Bly can thrive, right? Bly, you know, your Haas, Cham. Can thrive. Is this brutal OSC? I don't recognize it, but it's very good. Now this I know. Yes. For those that are curious, during the break screen, we are playing the brutal OSC. We have the full brutal OSC on repeat. So let's go to all the themes. Let's go to all of it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But with that, Gerald, he gets knocked out. And oh, we have... Let's go! Let's go! We have our next player. We have our next challenger. Oh my god. It's mate. It's a big boy. One of the big names has arrived. And he is the one to beat. I mean, oh boy. You can see his name already. Up next, it's going to be Cham versus Nikita versus SKillous. Let's go. We are going to be loading into Gresswan. That is SKillous' map of choice. A very large map in the map pool. Let's go. Let us go. Whew, okay. Again, they pick their map real fast, real quick. And we're loading in. Again, Gresfan is one of the older maps in the map pool. Was back in the circuit. I mean, actually newer than some of the current maps we have. Shaking my head, Neo-Violet Square. But Gresfan was around in the map pool back in 2023. It's been a couple of years. It's been a couple of years since it has been in the rotation. And now we are back, as we do feature an extended map pool here at OSC King of the Hill. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Gresfan, we have our blue Zerg player, the current reigning King of the Hill from Lena, Mexico. It is Cham. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player for Team Liquid, the new challenger. It is SKillous. One of the best Protoss players in all of Europe. Let's go. And as we settle into our best of one, a big shout out to Harstem. God, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a great ladder session. Hope you had a great time over on your own channel. And welcome one and all to OSC King of the Hill. This is our third broadcast of the night. If you have not seen this event before, this is a unique tournament, unique format. This is a King of the Hill style format. Best of one. Best of one. Winner stays on, loser is knocked out of the tournament. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim this best of one. Best of luck. Best of luck in the chat so far. Hatch full gas. More or less a standard opener. Cham, he is one that does typically go for a more quirky start to the game, but nothing too crazy here out of Cham. Likewise, SKillous going for his own gate expand as well. For those that are just tuning in, I should also emphasize that you might be thinking, Gresfan, it's been a while. What's going on? Why are we loading into an older map? Here in OSC events, whether it's OSC King of the Hill, whether it's the OSC Season 12 Championship, we do feature an extended map pool. Players, they vote. They vote on older maps to incorporate, to bring in, and Gresfan is one of the maps voted to incorporate into these tournaments. Maps like Gresfan, Romanticide, and Eraholm have been added to the map pool. And it is challenger pick, so SKillous did choose to play on this map. Let's go. Let us go. Otherwise, again, big shout out to Harstem. Gracias, papi, gracias. Oh, do we see some Harstem later on in this tournament? Maybe. I don't think he's an OSC Elite member, but the potential is there. For now, it is going to be a Stargate opener out of SKillous. Everything looking normal for the time being. Really, our eyes are going to be on Cham. For those that missed out, Cham, he just 12 pool drone pulled the hell out of Gerald. It was crazy. It was wild. Outward link speed behind it, of course. It's gas pool. Here, though, is droning, is taking a third base. Everything more or less looking standard. He pulls out a gas. Bear that in mind. Not rushing into an early lair, into an early tech structure. Just link speed and droning. So far, so good. As it is going to be a Void Ray opener. Interesting. So SKillous not opening up Oracle. With the Void Ray, of course, the goal will be to hunt down the Overlords, will be to deny vision, to deny scouting of Cham, and to keep the Zerg player in the dark. And we'll see how many Overlords he can catch. Meanwhile, Adept is going to be forced out of the main. Oh my god. Whew. Barely escapes. Hi. Barely does get away with 10 HP. And we'll see where SKillous takes us after the Void Ray. From here, it could just be a Void Ray opener into Oracle, into a third base, into +1 and Blink. Instead, we could high tech and go for a fast Fleet Beacon, into Sky Toss, into like a Tempest Rush. We could see an earlier Twilight Council into Glaives or something crazy like that. Keep an eye on SKillous. Now Adept is chased down. Void Ray moves out, so looking for an Overlord, and he will find one. Overlord gets found. The reason why you want to skip this first Overlord is because this Overlord is already dead, really. Like, it's already gone at this point. So may as well move out first and catch another hidden Overlord. Oh, before pulling back. No, Cham! Oh, God, I was holding my breath. I was scared it was me. But it looks like we may have lost Cham here. A little bit unfortunate. If we do lose him, it's all good. We can always remake and resume from replay. But Feels Cham, man. Feels Cham. Hopefully everything's okay. We have had instances before where like the power goes out, like in an apartment complex or in the neighborhood, or you know, maybe suddenly like the internet goes down. But it's all good. We can remake. And hopefully we're able to remake. Hopefully Cham, he comes back. He comes back to us. Hopefully. As we're still getting to our game, like there's no major lead from anyone. Like we're still kind of getting to our openers, getting some Overlord kills. Settling into Gressvan. But most likely we will have to resume from replay. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Likewise, again, for those that are just tuning in, exclamation mark B in the chat. Exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the bracket yourselves. The bracket has been progressing. We are nearing the end of the broadcast. We're 2/3 of the way through. Two-thirds of the way through. And we will be waiting for Cham to return to us. Okay, so we're going to be going on a short break. We're going to be going on a short break. I guess we can take this moment to go over the bracket for a moment as well. True. Go over some of our previous matches. And here we go. As we do switch our scenes over and catch up on the Wikipedia page. Here we go from the top here. We actually didn't really have much of a win streak going on for quite some time. Again, when it comes to the format, best of ones. Purely best of ones here. Sebesdes, LunaSea took down Sebesdes 1-0. Then we had GgMachine take him down. Then HiGhDrA. Then HiGhDrA did go on a 2-game win streak. True, that did happen. But then following that, we did have Rebellion. Rebellion took down HiGhDrA. Then NightPhoenix. And then just now, we have the win streak of Cham. And honestly, a lot of these games have been quite fast. We've had a lot of early game, we had a lot of aggression, cheese, proxy, a lot of aggression here in general here between a lot of these players. But Cham, he's on a win streak. He has 3 wins so far. Takes down NightPhoenix, Percival, Gerald, and now is up against SKillous. Here we are in the 10th best of 1 of the broadcast. 10 out of 15. Again, 15 in total, so we're 2/3 of the way through. And we'll see who else does show up here in the tournament. I would like to see some more Terran gameplay. Players like Nicoract comes to mind. Baby Marine as well. True. Baby Marine, he does compete in this event from time to time. Battle B, Moja, he does show up as well. We've been lacking some Terran, not gonna lie. So it would be nice if we had a little bit more Terran here towards the tail end of the broadcast. But again, Cham, he did lag out, and hopefully everything is okay. We're currently waiting for him to return to us. Hopefully there's no forfeit or anything like that. We'll try to reach out. We'll try. Otherwise, for now, we're going to be going on a break. We're going to be going on a short break, and when we come back, we will have, hopefully, our next series. See you soon. See you soon. Give us the app. And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Whew, I do apologize for the break, but alas, we did have some technical issues, and unfortunately, Cham is no longer able to compete. Cham, he did let us know that his internet is down and it is not coming back, so he cannot actually reprise his role as King of the Hill. As a result, we are reset. We do, in a sense, reset here. We have no current king. There is a vacancy, and who is going to claim that throne? Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Frostline, we have the red Terran player for the Platinum Heroes. It is Nicoract. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player for Team Liquid. It is SKillous. We go. And if you are in the chat, predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck. Again, it is a shame, and maybe we can see Cham later on in the evening. If his internet does return, then we can bring him back. Otherwise, the show must go on, and Nicoract, he will rise to attempt to take his place. Here we go. Now, Nicoract, he does have some very strong TVP. He has caused a lot of upsets. Of course, in recent weeks, we have casted Nicoract take down Max Packs. We've seen him take down Hero as well. Nicoract, he's an animal. He's a beast in the Turn vs. Protoss matchup. If you haven't seen his TVP before, you may not be familiar, but Nicoract, he's very aggressive. Very aggressive. We see a lot of 2-base all-ins, 3-base play, just aggressive builds in general is typically how he is able to catch some players off guard. And we'll see what he brings to the table in this best of one. As the pressure is on, SKillous, he isn't the king of the hill, but SKillous, he is one of the bigger names in the region. Of course, he is one of the best Protoss players in all of Europe. He's top 3 alongside Showtime and Max Packs, arguably even greater than that. SKillous has been getting some very good results as of late and has definitely been improving, and he has been closing that gap between himself and players like Max Packs and Showtime. So it's great to see the growth of SKillous. For now, is going to pull back, is expanding back at home, going for his own economic standard opener, gate expanded to Cybercore. Meanwhile, we do see Nicoract at home, likewise opening up economically as well. Going for the CC on the low ground into a delayed factory, into a delayed second gas geyser. So more economic start, but I'm expecting an aggressive follow-up, and I'm expecting an aggressive mid-game. We're here to find out. Let's go. Here to find out. SKillous will move out. I miss this map so much. Well, such a great map. Ah, true. Good times, good times. I mean, we're going back to one of our older maps, but I'm sure we'll be featuring Gressvan and Romanticide later on down the line. I'm sure. The last we've seen of Gressvan. But now Adept does threaten a shade. We do have our tech of choice going for a Twilight Council opener, not a Stargate. Headed towards Blink. Very safe play. Stargate play is viable, but is quite risky, and we often see it on larger maps, referring to maps like, you know, your Gressvans, Romanticide, Neo-Violet Square, Abyssal Reef. On some of these smaller maps or more exposed maps, it can be difficult to get away with Stargate play. Oh. As the Adept does head towards the mineral line, gets one or tries to get one SCV. Not quite able to though. It's going to be turned away. It's going to be forced back. You can see Nicoract rallying just everything across the map here as we speak, headed towards that natural. There is no shield battery, but there are 2 stalkers. Is that going to be enough? Behind this early tank production. Tanks are on the way. Tech lab here on the starport. Adept gets called out. And there's going to be tank into Banshee. We spoke about aggressive builds. Here it comes. At the same time, catching another stalker. Not bad. Takes down the stalker. There's still 3 left. SKillous, he can micro against this. He can kite this down. Oh no! Oh, gets caught out. Gets trapped. Not like this. The stalker stumbled. I stumbled, Fappy. Aye. So stalker goes down. And so far, nice pickoffs. Looking at the resource type here, 2 stalkers, 1 depth for 5 marines and a Hellion, trading minerals for gas. And Nicoract is still building up early tank production into Banshee play. Not researching Cloak. Bear that in mind. No Cloak. Throws down 2 more Raxes. And it's going to be on SKillous to recognize how much danger he's in, to slow it down, and to contain. But now getting up to 4 gates. Jesus. 4 gateways with Blink. Does push. Blink is now done. Likewise, Nicoract also moving out. Oh, almost does catch one of the Stalkers. Stalkers are getting low. Trading against the Marines. And so far, SKillous trading well. Does trade well for himself. Pulls back, pulls away. Still keeping up. Will lose one of his tanks even. Brutal pickoff. Massive pickoff here for SKillous. Snipes the tank. Headed towards the main. Still needs that high ground vision. But he's taking a third base behind this. Just containing Nicoract. Expanding behind it. And looking to get further ahead. Nicoract stuck at home. Expecting a blink. He's ready in the main. Going for a third CC. So Nicoract, he's not going for a 2-base all-in, he's building up towards a third. Nicoract is still contained. SKillous looking for a way in. Now he has that vision. Prism has arrived. Spots the army. Oh god! Jesus. Does rally in. but will be allowed to blink. There's no tank in the main. The add-ons are exposed, denying combat shields, and almost denying Stim. Stim is going to be safe, thankfully. Regardless, nice pickup. Trades against the Marines, blinks away, will bleed out 2 Stalkers. But still better trades for SKillous. Would have been huge if he got Stim. Rotating once again. Behind this, going for a Dark Shrine, getting to charge. Nicoract, he is struggling here. Nicoract just enjoying his economy, getting his third base fully saturated. Gateway Explosion into Blink Stalker into Zealot. He's going to be delaying his gases here, so he's going to be sticking with a mainly Gateway focused composition. So later Splash Damage, later Colossus, later Storm. Just Stalker Zealot for now. It's time for his Gateways. Oh. Where he sims in, takes down the Observer, catches a Stalker, not bad. Slick moves, baits out of mine shots. Baits out one, baits out another. Prism towards the main. Zealots have arrived. Charge is not yet done. He's making his way into the mineral line. Oh my god. Does get chopped up. Just keeping Nicoract busy. Stalkers are deflected. DT spawning in as well. Now they're going to be forced to pick up. We got 1 DT in the mineral line. SCVs are falling. And we're forcing out more scans as well. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh. As SKillous, he has pulled Nicoract apart. Going for the mineral line. SCVs are falling. And even here, this is just too much damage. 15 SCVs. 15 SCV kills. The DTs are still wreaking havoc as well. And you just fight toe-to-toe with the Bio Army. Marines are getting overstimmed. SKillous he can pull away. Prism is still alive, going for another massive warp in. And claims another tank. Ay, ay, ay. Another tank goes down. Add-ons, production. And Nicoract, he just cannot keep up. Not anymore. Did have a decent start, but very quickly lost map control. And that led into this. Stalkers that dive into the main, picking up more add-ons. Disrupting production. SKillous even finding the room to take another expansion and go for a 4th base. Jesus. Doesn't even need one, but why not? Getting a 4th, building up Immortals. From here, he can take gases and start to take up. He does some splash damage. I mean, he can do whatever he wants. As Nicoract, he's down to 49 SCVs. Down to a 2-base setup. And SKillous, he's not done. He has no chill path. He will reinforce. Massing up more Zealots. There are some Widow Mines behind this. But that's still a sea of Zealots coming his way. Nicoract, can he hold on? Oh my god. Forcing the blink. That's that 1 Widow Mine. Forcing SKillous back. Does send him away. Here's him headed towards the main. Just dragging Nicoract out of position. He's trying to. Nicoract so far keeping up. He's keeping up with the rotations. Catches the Observer. It's going to be 3 Widow Mines. Mines left over. And now we have our splash damage bay for Colossus. 2nd Robo as well. Nicoract, he has a comparable army size here, and oh my god, the boys. From here, did pull the boys for a moment. Trying to claim his 3rd. That's still a lot of mines. SKillous, he does snipe one of those medevacs. Building up more Zealots first. Colossus now on the way. Really, that's all that SKillous is missing. Just some more consistent splash damage. He's almost there. From here, Nicoract, he's hoping to maybe peel up and get across the map unscattered with a drop play, for example. Reclaiming his third base. SKillous overextending with the Warp Prism. There are potential opportunities here for SKillous to make mistakes and to try to capitalize on that, but outside of that, it's looking dire here for Nicoract. Does break out though. Does break out. He can now claim his third. At the same time, Prison comes in. Another massive Warp In. Warp In gets cancelled though. SKillous getting a little bit too excited. There we go, finishing it up. Does move forward in between the bases. Catching out the main army. And now he can charge in. Now he can commit. We'll take a massive match with the base 9 EMP. EMP goes up. We come in for the surround. EMPs are solid. And Nicoract, he can clean this up. Takes down the Immortal. Now going for the Stalkers. Nicoract, he's trading well. He's trading well for himself. Another Stellar Warping comes in. Again, the Bio Army here of Nicoract trading so efficiently. He's hanging in there. He's holding on. At least until the Colossus arrive, and that's kind of the big deciding factor here. We have 3 Colossus now for SKillous. He's lacking an army, though. He's lacking an army. Again, that was 47 Zealots going down, and 2 Immortals. Again, Nicoract, he fought well. Imagine if he had an economy. Like, imagine if he had a third base up running the entire time. Imagine if he could have sustained himself up until this moment. Regardless, Nicoract is still in this. Still in this game. Making sure there's no Prism. SKillous taking more bases though, taking more expansions. His economy is still booming. The lack of gases is really hindering him. You can see SKillous, he has 1,000 minerals, and so he can only really make Zealots. Gee, oh my god! He's up to 5 Colossus! Oh my god. I mean, despite how well the buy's been trading, I mean, 5 Colossus has something to say about that. Ah, no. Oh god. The lasers. Calm down, SKillous, calm down. SKillous poking in. You could argue that this is overkill, and it is, but it can be quite necessary against mainly Marauder-based compositions. As Elze coming towards the natural. Colossus pushing towards the 4th base, or towards the 3rd. And the Colossus they are revealed. GG gets called, and SKillous, he will claim the game. He'll be our new King of the Hill. GG. GG. Again, we had a very aggressive start by Nicoract, but very quickly he did lose map control. From there, he was contained, and SKillous was able to be so greedy behind it, taking a 3rd base, taking a 4th base, containing Nicoract, picking up some key units as well, and did eventually pull him apart. Towards the end, we saw Nicoract, he had some definitely fight left in him, and we saw him take a really nice engagement in between his bases. He was able to trade quite efficiently, but he still didn't really have any bank behind it to just keep up and maintain those losses, as eventually he was overwhelmed, and GG. GG well played. SKillous will take it. He will take it. And oh my god, Eddie, calm down. Eddie, he's been holding back up until this moment. I mean, we are nearing the end of the broadcast. We have a handful of matches remaining here, but up next we have our next contender. It's going to be another PvT. Up next we have the 11th best of 5, and it is going to be SKillous up against the man himself, Piotr Spirit. Let's go. SKillous versus Spirit is coming up next in a best of 1. SKillous, of course, is our king of the hill, and it's going to be up to Spirit to pick the map. Where are we jumping? Where are we headed? Meanwhile, towards the end of that game, share my papi, share my big shout to Kashim in the chat. Oh my god, for subscribing for 17 months. Thank you so much, Kashim, for the support. We do appreciate it as always. Kashim, a big part of the StarCraft scene, the StarCraft community. Kashim is one of the big names behind Ligalak, and also one of the big names behind the Polish community as well. So gracias. Share my papi, share my. Dziękuję. As we are getting ready for our next map. Oh, we have it. We're going to be loading into Ultra Love. Okay. Go. As SKillous did veto Abyssal Reef. Makes sense. Instead of loading into a smaller map instead. And we'll see how Spirit will approach this TVP. We'll see if he does open up more aggressively or not. As we load into a smaller map in general. Let's go. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have our orange Terran player from Atlanta, Poland. The new challenger. It is Spirit. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the current King of the Hill. We have the red Protoss player for Team Liquid. It is SKillous. We go. Are going to be building up and settling in. Again, we just featured one TVP, now we have another. Spirit is a bit of a step up. Again, he's been improving quite a lot here over the past year, or even 2 years, I would say. In a similar place to SKillous, actually, where Spirit, for a very long time, he was kind of in the shadow of Clem and of Big Gabe in the European region, but nowadays less so. He has closed that gap. He has been looking so damn good, so impressive, and if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Will this go the way of SKillous or of Spirit? I do think these two are very close in skill, 100%, but the reality is this is the best of one. Best of one. It's all on the line, here and now, in one game on Ultra Love. It's hard to call. You have to go by feeling, baby. What do you feel? Who is more informed? SKillous, he's warmed up. True, is warmed up. Is looking very impressive as of late, especially in the PvZ and PvP matchup. Spirit, meanwhile, going for his own economic opener, single gas, so racks expand out of Spirit. Feels likewise gates hyper expand as well. So far, so good. Are going to be settling in. This shouldn't be a surprise to you, but Spirit, he does not SCV scout, so no SCV scout, no Reaper scout either. Going Marine first. I believe he should be scouting with his Hellion eventually once the factory is thrown down. Until then, Spirit, he's more concerned with his own opener, cutting corners and settling in. Likewise, we do see SKillous opening up with a Sentry. Is a very safe way to open up. Much more viable thanks to the NG overcharge, and he's going for the hallucination to confirm what exactly is going on. Do we have an economic opener, something more aggressive, something more tech heavy? What is Spirit up to? As behind this, interesting. So this was an economic opener, don't get me wrong, it was a Rax expand, but that is a second Rax before the starport. So much more aggressive follow-up here. Now from here we can turn this into a 2-1-1. 2-1-1s are a rare sight in this matchup, but not impossible. Or we could even throw down a third Rax as well. But we have confirmation it is indeed a 2-1-1. 2 Raxes, 1 factory into 1 starport. We're setting up our bio. We'll see if we go for the early tech lab into stim into a drop. We go. The initial Hellion is designed to scout across the map. Just gonna read what's going on. As Spirit has yet to really piece anything together. For all he knows, it could be a Stargate opener, Robo, or a Twilight Council. We have confirmation, Stargate into Oracle. Hellion does push. There is that tech lab on that Rax, as we mentioned, to go into stim. As there we go, stim is being prioritized. Meanwhile, nice force field, locks down the Hellion, no scout into the main. And Spirit, he has no idea that an Oracle is coming his way. Now, he might play this safe and position his Widow Mines in his mineral lines regardless. As the Oracle doesn't move out. Still staying back home. I mean, again, SKillous already scouted. Like, he has seen the 2-on-1, he saw the researching tech lab, he knows that Marines and Bio and a drop is coming his way. The goal is to shut it down. As we open up with a mine drop. Mine drop across the map. The army is in position. Boost into the mineral line. Up. And SKillous, he does react in time. Does pull away. Does pull away. Spirit, he does save the Widow Mines. Not bad. Oracle dives into the main, and the Widow Mines are not in position. SCVs are going down. He gets one, he gets two. He gets three. 3 SCV kills. Not bad. Likewise, does confirm the production. And will pull away. Likewise, Medevac under fire. And it looks like it should go down. Oh, it does boost in time. Likewise, Oracle still getting another SCV, getting 4. 4 SCV kills. Medevac does make it back home. And Spirit is forced back. Sim is almost done. He's pushing. He is moving out. And again, this is going to be a very strong timing here. Medevacs have rallied across the map to help support the army. 2 Medevacs are on the way. Oracle does hit the main base once again, punishing Spirit. And he's committed. He has to get damage done. He's moving out across the map, but we have the defense. We have a Colossus on the way. Shield battery as well. SKillous, does he have enough? Can Spirit get within range? Tank is moving forward. Should be within range of the gateway. The gateway is under fire. Colossus halfway done. And against SKillous, he has to just buy time for the Colossus. As he's pinned against the wall. He is pinned back. Spirit rotating over towards the main base instead. Towards that pylon. Will depower. Not bad, but the Colossus has arrived. Phoenixes, they do try to deter the army. Massive mine shots. Both of them. Yeah, both mine shots do connect. Tank goes down, but we drop into the main. We're going for the mineral line. We're going for the economy. Boys being pulled away. So many probes going to be going down. No, they go into the mineral line. They go into the marine fire. 12 probe kills. Ay, ay, ay. 13 even. 13 workers going down. He does catch one of the pieces. Does catch both. And will boost away. Does boost over. Out of the natural. And this is crippling damage. 13 workers, 3 Phoenixes. Even a couple of Stalkers. And SKillous, he has to counterattack. He has to move out. Back at home, Spirit, he's building up his tanks. Bunkers on the way. He's getting ready for the assault. Getting ready for SKillous. Tank is sieged. Remember, there is no blink. Remember, it was a Stargate opener. And that fell on its face. The Phoenixes have been reset. There's what, 1 Phoenix left. 2 if that. And Spirit is secure. Set up on the high ground. So Vikings, Marauders, Marines. He can pull the boys if need be. He's ahead in workers. He can afford to lose some. SKillous, he pulls away. I mean, it's difficult here. Unfortunately, without Blink, without a Warp Prism either, and the Prism's still in the way, he can't really rotate into the main base or strike another position. The Observer sees everything. Like, he sees the setup, and it's not looking easy to break. But SKillous can at least deny the third. True. So another Phoenix goes down. Does full. SKillous still waiting for that War Prism. It's soon to arrive. Now he can reinforce his army. Now he can micro. Try to juggle back. Charge is done. And the hope would be for SKillous to cash his army moving out. Remember, he has the Observer, so he knows when Spirit will reposition to take the third. And then when Spirit, when he's out in the open, then SKillous can strike. But pushing up this ramp, it's not going to be the call to make. At least I hope not. SKillous, he's reinforcing. They do hit the natural, so the third. Again, SKillous, he's hoping to try to drag Spirit out of position into that third location. Out into the open. So far, Spirit, he's pretty well set up. Does commit, might just going up. Zealous taking a lot of hits to the face. Oh my god, and Zealous they melt. And SKillous, he cannot push into this. Okay, he's gonna be punished here. Colossus takes a lot of damage, a lot of hits. Vikings moving in. Zealous, they do get the mineral line. 13 SCVs go down, not bad. And SKillous, he backs off. He backs off, takes down the mineral line, denies the third base. That's all he needed. That's all he needs to do. From here, he can take his own third. He can take his own third base. Now, this is a very late third for SKillous. Very late. And he's still not in the best position, but that was decent damage. He traded mainly Zealots for Workers. Did preserve his Colossus. As oh, the prison does almost rally in. Spirit is reclaiming that third. Spirit is still ahead in army supply. Again, it's one of those things where SKillous, he traded his own army for economic damage. That is true, but the main army of Spirit is still looking very healthy and very robust. It's terrifying. And Spirit is going to be the first to max out. And SKillous, he just can't keep up. Again, this third base is just so delayed. He has to rely on these Novas, and here comes Spirit. He's getting ready. He's getting ready to stim and to win. Oh, takes down the Colossus already. He gets one. He gets two. And both Colossus should be falling. There are two disruptors on the high ground. Nova goes up. That's the first Nova. There's one Nova left. And now they're both on cooldown. They're both on cooldown. Spirit, he can go for the dive. He takes down the expansion. Nexus is going to fall. And SKillous, he cannot engage into this. Just doesn't have enough. Here comes a third disruptor. And GG gets called. The writing was on the wall, and Spirit, he will snowball out of control and take down SKillous and be our new King of the Hill. GG. GG, well played. Spirit, he will claim the series, will take down SKillous. Again, just a really rough position there for SKillous, as that 2-1-1 did pop off. Again, 2-on-1s are really, they're a rarity. They can do really well against Stargate openers, and hey, it was a Stargate opener. They can struggle against Blink Stalkers, especially because of the counterattack. We kind of mentioned it at the time, that really SKillous, despite going for his own counterattack after the aggression, he couldn't really push into the natural, and he couldn't actually rotate into the main. With something like a 3-gate or 4-gate Blink Stalker opener, you can punish the natural, you can punish the main base, and the tank count early on is very low there, just because factory production was spent elsewhere, especially when it comes to that 2-on-1 build, when it comes to the first tank push. But alas, very fortunate for Spirit, as it was a Stargate, and with that, there was no pushing power for SKillous. He couldn't really split up his army, couldn't hit another location. And with that, GG. GG, well played. Spirit does snowball out of control. And, with that, we have our next opponent. Oh my god, we're fighting for it! Oh no. So, we have two players. Okay. We have two players. They want Spirit, Pappy. They want it. They want it. It is Shameless and Jumy. Shameless and Jumy, they have both risen up here to the challenge. They both want Spirit, but there's only enough room for one. Only enough room for one. No 2v1s. And up next, it is going to be Shameless. Shameless is coming up next in another TVP. And you can imagine who the next opponent is going to be after that. Let's go. So all the Protosses. We have our Veto. King's Cove is out, and Amygdala is in. Jumping into our game. Here we go. We have our map. We have our lobby. Up next is going to be Amygdala, another Cham versus Protoss, and we'll see. We'll see if Shameless can succeed where SKillous otherwise failed. It's not going to be easy. But again, with these best of ones, players that can come in with a plan. They can come in with a map in mind, with a build in mind as well. Let's go. Let's jump in. Shameless Jumy Archon would be funny. Oh no. Oh no. All the Zoomers. Throw Eva in there as well. As spawning in the top right-hand corner of Amygdala, we have the red Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Team Little Fairy. It is Shameless. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the orange Terran player. We have the Polish Terran, the current King of the Hill. It is Spirit. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Spirit is the current king. He is the heavy favorite. That is true. But Shameless, he has been improving so much over the past year. And I want to believe he can bring Spirit down, especially in the best of one. It's possible. Can he do it? The pressure is on. On. The probe does move out. Just going for his initial scouts. Likewise, double gas opener this time at a Spirit. If you recall, last game we saw Spirit go for an economic start, going for a Rax into CC. This time, double gas leads into a faster factory instead. So a little bit more tech heavy here from Spirit. This can lead a couple of different ways. This can lead into Reactor Reaper Hellion. This can lead into a Hellion drop. Can lead into a more committed mine drop. Early tank production, early Banshee production, early Cyclone drop. There are options here for Spirit. We'll see where he takes us, as he does have this more aggressive nature to him at times. I know that he's known for greed more than anything, but every now and then, he pops up. And this Shameless settling in. On some of these larger maps, that's where it is a little bit more viable to open up with the Stargates. In general, I mean, we kind of brought this up last game. Stargate openers can be quite risky. They do leave you vulnerable to early game aggression, like a 2-on-1, which is why Spirit did so much damage last time. The Oracles and Phoenixes, they did not really help much at all when it came to defense, the early game defense of Shameless, sorry, of SKillous, I should say. And Spirit did overwhelm. But on larger maps, it is safer to do so, as, again, the rush distance by ground or even rush distance by air is longer. Another. Our eyes are on Shameless. Cybercore is done. Waiting for our tech of choice. And there it is. This time, Twilight Council. So Twilight Council out of Shameless, playing a bit of a safer approach here into Blink Stalkers. Meanwhile, Spirit getting to his own 1-1-1. There's the initial Hellion. Reaper as well. Not too many though, just 2 Reapers and 1 Hellion just for scouting. Dives into the main. Sentry almost getting caught out. Does pull away. Shameless still through an extra gateway. Just 2 gates for now. We'll see when we do stop and how many we commit into. As Spirit, he does go for the dive, rushes past the army, goes into the mineral line, into the main. Hellion is going to fall, but the Reapers, they bust in. How many probe kills? Getting 1 so far, getting 2. 1, 2, 3 probe kills. It is going to be a one-way trip. Getting a 4th probe towards the end. Not bad. Does get some damage. Likewise, does not confirm the tech. Spirit is still in the dark. And he's following this up here with a mine drop into Liberator Harass. Interesting. Okay. Moving out with a singular Widow Mine. Followed by that Liberator. In towards that Natural. We'll see if Shameless can keep up, as he should be able to gain that map control with those Blink Stalkers. His 3rd gateway is on the way. It's a 3-gate Blink. Mine drop comes in. It does go off, not quite. Does pull away in time. Widow Mine's delaying quite a bit of mining time here in the main. And still the Unburrowed once again. Just laying for so long, finally does go down, and we're not done. Here comes a 2nd Widow Mine. Widow Mine into the main, does boost in. Oh! Doesn't go for it, not yet. Blink isn't done. Spirit does back off. He will be able to leave this here in position, getting ready for another dive. At the same time, here comes that Liberator. We'll see if Shameless can keep up. He does have some Stalkers here at the natural. He's ready. He's ready for anything. Never mind. Tells me that towards the third. The Liberator will siege. And we'll get one probe. Likewise, boosting into the main. Does boost into the main. Oh my god. Shot doesn't go up. Stalkers, one Stalker will fall, but the Liberator gets cleaned up. And Shameless holds. Does lose mining time, but does hold, does defend. Back across the map, Spirit, he's getting ready for the counterattack. We have some nice Sim City. Tanks are siege, getting to stim, combat shields. He's secure. Spirit is secure, and Shameless does confirm. Upon seeing this, takes the third. Takes the third base. Yo, getting juiced up. Let's go. As always. The juice is ready. Shameless does push. And the goal here should just be to contain. To contain Spirit, to get eyes on any kind of move out, delay a push, delay any drop play. Potentially snipe some tech. But based on the tank positioning here, it's not looking too likely. Shameless, he's going for it though. He goes for the dive. We'll take down one tank. Oh my god, for 3 Stalkers though. That is not well done. Get out of here. 4 Stalkers. 4 Stalkers go down. That was not quite worth it. Does get a tank, sure, but the punish was real. And he didn't see that second tank. Didn't know there was another tank here behind this. And he has triggered a counterattack. Spirit, he knows. He's like, mate, you just threw away your army. How are you going to stop me? How are you going to slow me down? The answer is you won't. Shameless, he's rushing into Storm. Storm is halfway done. Shameless, he's in trouble here. Trying to warp in, trying to set up. Storm is halfway done. It's not going to be done in time. It's not ready. Stim has completed. Spirit, he's going for it. And tanks they see within the range of the base. It's going to go down. There's no saving this. Massive tank volley going off. Shameless, he will at least preserve. Yeah, I was going to say he's going to preserve the high tempo, but GG gets called. The third base gets broken, and Spirit, he will take down Shameless. GG. GG, well played. Just a rough blink there from Shameless, losing everything, and upon losing all of his Stalkers, that means there's nothing holding Spirit back. He could just unsiege, walk across the map, and end the game. Otherwise, that was designed to, again, buy time to delay the push, to slow it down, to keep Spirit contained. Alas, was unable to. And with that, GG. GG, well played. Spirit, he will claim another win. And the question becomes, can Jumy stop him? As I believe that's going to be our next player. Oh boy. Could be mistaken. Could be mistaken. We'll see. I do see a plethora of players stepping up to the challenge. God, Jumy's in it. I see Jumy. I see Eva as well. True. I see Eva. Also lurking. See him lurking in the background. And yes, we have confirmation. Up next is going to be another TVP. Spirit versus Jumy. Let's go. Again, there's been a lot of hype around Jumy as of late. Jumy, of course, he recently had a strong showing at the Wardy TV February event. Was able to take down and perform well in the group stage against players like Rogue, against players like Gumiho as well. Jumy did play well, but how does he compare to Spirit? That's the question. The pressure is on. As we only have 2 matches left. We are nearing the end of the broadcast. We are here on our 14th best of 1, and we have 1 more best of 1 after this series. Oh boy. We're running out of players, running out of matches. Who is going to be the final King of the Hill? Shameless played in a tournament lately where he beat Beyond and took a game off of Cure and won no money. Oh no. I mean, it shows how competitive StarCraft is. How brutal it can be. Have a look. That sounds like a tournament that I did not cast. Shameless, he played well against Cure. Oh, the Monday night weeklies. Ah, I see. Yeah. We don't cast those here. But that is a European weekly tournament. Yeah, he 2-1 Beyond and he took a map off of Cure. Impressive. Really well done here by Shameless. I'm telling you, Papi. He's my Rising Star 2024. Shameless. Did fall here to Piotr, but he's got more to offer. 100%. Now we are getting into our second last best of one of the night of the broadcast. And here we go. Jumy, he rises to the challenge here. And we have Jumy's map of choice. We're going to be loading into Romanticide. Let's go. It's been a while. It's been a while since we featured this map. Again, for those that are curious, we do feature an extended map pool here in OSC at OSC events, featuring maps like Gresfan, Romanticide, and Error Home. It's been years back. Here we go, and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Romanticide, we have our German Protoss player, the green Protoss representing Streamers. He's getting called out. It is Jumy. He's like, no. Why would you say that? I'm gonna 4-gate you. Meanwhile, he throws down 4 gateways. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the orange Terran player from Atlanta, Poland, the current king of the hill with 2 wins under his belt. It is Spirit. Just like every game. Oh no. And if you're in the chat, predictions are now open. Playing Sebesdes as the banter is going on. Oh my god. And she was like, mate, what do you mean? I've got like 2 builds, not 1. Ah, true. 2 builds. Kappa. God no. I'm gonna need some Jumy enjoyers in the chat to confirm. Jumy, he streams a lot. Does stream a lot. I haven't casted enough of Jumy's PvT, I'll be honest. I've been mainly casting a lot of his PvZ and PvP during the Sparkling Tuna Cup. A lot of PvP for Jumy. He's an animal. I can tell you that for certain. Well, more like 400% of the time. Oh no. I'll take your word on it. I believe you. True. Este Jumy. But now we're settling in. It is going to be an economic opener out of Spirits, going for a racked expand. Likewise, standard opener out of Jumy as well, which is what we expect on some of these larger maps. Welcome one and all to Romanticide. Again, this map was in the map pool back in 2022. It has been quite some time and is a very large map. A lot of bases, a lot of choke points as well here towards the center of the map. He's undecided. So yeah, 4 now. Oh, going for the Stargate. Let's go. Stargate open out of Jumy. Now, I mentioned this before in the previous series or in the previous game. I was referring to how Stargate play can be really risky to pull off, but is more viable on larger maps. Romanticide counts. Romanticide does count, is one of the larger maps in the map pool, so Jumy, he feels safe enough to open Stargate. We'll see if he can. Oh, Spirit, he made a deal. No BCs. What a guy. Look at this. Spirit. He's not going to show him his final form. No battle cruisers. Cap. I appreciate it. From here, Stargate open into the Oracle. Oracle's going to be moving out across the map. Now, typically, the reason why I say this is unsafe is because you're going to be lacking an army to slow down a push early on. So if Spirit was to open up aggressively, then Jumy would be in trouble. Alas, here, economic opener. Jumy should be okay. Oh, maybe Tempest. Oh, he's teasing us, man. He's teasing us. Sky Toss. We could get there on Romanticide, unironically, in a longer game. We'll see. Hellions move out for scouting information, going for a medevac behind this as well. Going for what looks to be a Hellion drop. Uh-oh. Oracle does spot some of the Hellions. They spot each other. Jumy moving out.
Glory to the Daylong.
And Jumy, he will miss the medevac. Uh-oh. Does miss the medevac. Heads into the main. And we'll get some SCV kills. Gets one so far. Some awkward micro there as he does get 2 Marines and an SCV is going to be forced out. And here comes a Hellion drop. Now, what does it take? It takes 3 Hellions to one-shot a probe. And if probes line up, mate, they can get roasted. And here we go, we're boosting into the main. Back in the main base, there is one Phoenix or a couple of Adepts. Can they slow this down? Oh, and she does bust in. Their probes are falling, one gets lifted. Oh my god, getting into 6 probes already. And he can get one more volley off. Barely does not. 7 probe kills. And Jumy holds. Ooh, Jumy does defend. This could have been worse. It could have been better though. This is what I will say. That is going to be 4 Hellions for 7 probes in the end. I'd say Jumy comes out a little bit better here. I'm sure Spirit was hoping for a little bit better value there, especially upon losing the medevac alongside the Hellions. As with that, Jumy does hold. Now it's time to counterattack. And behind this, a little bit more old school, Phoenix into Colossus. Hey, it really is like we're playing on Romanticide. It's 2022 all over again. It's crazy. Phoenix Colossus. A style and a composition that was meta and was the go-to for many, many years, for a long time. Nowadays, this is a lot more, again, a lot more old school. This isn't really seen too often in the current meta. Phoenix openers in general have died out, as maps have gotten smaller, of course. As the maps have gotten smaller, Phoenix openers have been less viable. Likewise, Terran players have been getting much better at punishing this, of course. As the Phoenix is going to go down, brutal pickoff. Nice aces though, will delay the push. But nice catch nonetheless for Spirit. As he's building up, reinforcing with another Cyclone. I mentioned before that typically Stargate openers do mean that you're vulnerable early on, and we can see Spirit trying to be aggressive, but is slowed down. We have another stasis. Uh-oh. Not again. Not again! Oh! Oh my god, the army gets caught out, and that's a massive delay here. 2 massive stasis traps to the face. And with that, Jumy is safe. He's safe and sound. More safe traps on the way. Oracle finally will fall. It does finally go down, but Jumy has time to build up. He has the high ground, 2 shield batteries, and the Colossus. Colossus is on the way and about to pop. And again, by the time Spirit gets across the map, I mean, I don't think he can break through. Not anymore. Scans. This time he spots the stasis. This time he is aware. Decent lock on. Takes down the Adept. Adept does fall. Likewise, Liberator here towards the main. Oh, 5 probe kills, not bad. That's 5 workers. Takes down another Stalker, but the main army is still looking solid. So we got 6 probes in total. Let's say 6, 7. 7 probes go down. Jumy taking a lot of economic losses. Spirit still building up. Behind this, what do we have? We have Stim, Combat Shields, +1, all on the way. Yeah, massive 1-1 timing here on the horizon for Spirit. Jumy getting ready for a Zealot counterattack. Getting ready for a run by. Likewise, Spirit walling up, walling off. We are settling in. Okay. And Jumy, he was under quite a bit of danger there, but again, he was able to slow down the push, was able to shut it down in general. Cleans up the Liberator, takes the 4th base, and now has gained map control. Meanwhile, Spirit, he's still building up. All those upgrades are completing. Getting to his Ghost Academy, into Ghost production. Jumy, he can reinforce with his Gateway. See what he can get done. Spirit is in position. Yeah, the army gets spotted by the sensor tower. We'll siege up in time. But Jumy, he's going for the depots. Lose a couple of swords of the depots. They should go down. Oh my god, the fire was well. Nice force field, takes down the Cyclone. From here, Jumy backs up at the same time. Spirit gets across the map, and he's going for the mineral line. Will force a recall. Probes are falling. Up the stasis. Stasis does get baited, though. And it doesn't quite connect. Did run out, I think, even. And with that, that's 11 probe kills. A recall. Spirit back at home. He's safe and sound. He does hold. And he comes out ahead. As he's up in workers. Up in SCVs. You know, he's holding his own. Opening High Templar. Soon working towards Storm, I would imagine. Spirit, he's just amassing his army, takes his gases, going for a 4th CC. There we go, Storm has now begun. And there's going to be a window in time here where Jumy is that much more vulnerable, as he doesn't have Storm yet. Incorporating Disruptors, getting all 3 forms of splash damage. Colossus, Disruptor, and Storm. Spirit, though, still has that massive army lead. And he's pushing. Getting out. He's going to be spotted. Jumy, he is aware. Trying to keep up. Storm is about to finish. We're still looking for a way in. This area here is quite wide open. Jumy has the concave. Here come the EMPs though. Oh, gets 1. Gets 2. But Storm is still available and he does storm the main army. Mainly the tanks, not the bio. Oh my god. Another storm towards the end. Nova goes up. Good connection. And with the Nova going up, looks like Jumy, he should be able to hold on. It's going to be close, though. Where the Zealots, where the reinforcements. Colossus do go down to the Vikings. And it looks like Spirit, he might just barely have enough. Oh my god. And Spirit, he holds, cleans up the army. Did lose most of his forces. And yeah, backs up. Does back off, does retreat. But did reset the Colossus count. And the High Templar. Same time, do have a Prism into the main. Getting 9 SCVs, not bad. Does force him all the way back home. And Jumy is buying time. Buying time here. Prism goes down. Brutal loss for Jumy. Rotating out. At least he has maintained that Disruptor count. So he does have Novas. Does have them available. We're going for a Doom Drop. Jumy's trying to posture. He does spot the drop, just barely. Jumy, he will respond. Spirit, he knows he got scattered. Despite that, still clearing up these pylons. Trying to keep Jumy in the dark. And we back off, we build up once again. Like again, when it came to the center fight here, Spirit, he did lose too much to keep going. Likewise, so did Jumy. So both armies, they deflect off each other. Oh, Jumy, he lied to us. No Sky Toss. Not yet. Not yet. We could get there, though. Like Jumy, with a 4-race economy with extra gases, he can try to work towards that at some point. Then main army gets spotted. Spirit, he scans. Jumy, he is aware he's getting cornered. Has to back off. Shots and Evans. Does run away. Nova as well. This one will connect. Massive storm with the Nova as well. Nicely done there by Jumy. Takes the better trade. Spirit, he took the Nova to the face.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Liberator here towards the 3rd base at the same time. Massive warping into the main. Once again, going for the production. And both players taking losses. Zealots are being cleaned up. The Liberator still wreaking havoc, getting even more probe kills. Finally goes down. Jumy, he doesn't fully back off. He wants to keep going. Does want to keep pushing. The boys? I don't think that's... Oh, they're on follow. They're on follow on the Colossus. Get out of here. What are we doing? Okay, I think he noticed. Yeah, there we go. Does notice. Does pull back. Hey, Jumy, calm down. You're not a Terran. You can't just pull the boys. As both armies are maxing out. Again, Jumy not in the worst position here. I mean, he's got, what, 6 disruptors. Yeah, Storm. Comes down to his army control. Comes down to whether or not he gets feedbacked. Lands the spells. Spirit going for a drop. Jumy rotating over. Going for the planetary. Never goes off. Once again, good connection. The High Templar exposed. 3 High Templar go down. Colossus as well. Rough engage there for Jumy. But he does get the expansion. And from here, he backs off. Nova's a mainly zone away. And Spirit, he's not stopping. He wants to stim in. He's going for the disruptors. He gets one. Takes out one disruptor the entire time. That one drop takes out the entire mineral line. 16 probe kills. And Jumy, he may have just lost too much. Lost the High Templar, the Colossus, even more disruptors. Ay, ay, ay. Too many losses. And the mineral line, of course, as well. Spirit takes the fight. He lost the base, but he's fine. He maintains the greater army. I mean, it was just a brutal fight here, not in his favor. And he needs time to rebuild. Jumy, he needs more time, and Spirit, he's pushing out here and now. He's not giving him that time. Favor. Oh. Storm does zone. Again, pushing into this central location is not easy for Spirit. As he's going to be pushing into a concave. And into storms, disruptors. Speaking of, Jumy moving in. Oh. He's buying time. Mind drop here. Oof. Pops off. Another 5 more probe kills. Spirit, he slips in. Doesn't get the disruptor. Doesn't quite get them. And Jumy is going to commit. Takes out the tank. Trying to chase us down. Nice opposition micro. Mine shall say continue. But Jumy, he keeps expanding. Keeps taking more bases. Look at the unit tab here. Did notice that the Viking count is quite low. Viking count is low. So we're going back into more Colossus. Bold move. Getting up to 4 Colossi. Jumy once again rotating, but there is no southern expansion. Oh. Running into the main army. Once again, Novas, these connections. The storms as well. Oh my god. Almost. that was so close. So, but yeah, once again, a better engage for Jumy. Pulling back, he's gotten his economy back up and running. Jumy, he was able to successfully buy enough time to remax. And I have to fold Spirit for having a bit of a lower Liberator count. I was trying to dive into this, it's just not been working. Taking 3 Liberators at a time, and we're going for a base trade. Here we go, we're going for the third at the same time. Spirit right down mid, he avoids the main army. We're going for the base trade, let's go. Jumy dives in, remember he can always recall. Center base will fall. At the same time though, Jumy's going for the production, going for the main. Which is going to be more valuable here. Does blink in, leaves out a couple of Stalkers. Liberator does siege. And Jumy's bleeding out a lot of units here actually. And not the best engage. Finally does bring them down. Here come the storms. And at the same time we do see Spirit takes out into the bottom left. Going for the fresh mining bases. Likewise, a messy fight here from Jumy, pushing into more freedom zones, but does take control of the production. More bases going down. Jumy, he defends back at home. He is in a 3-base setup, getting the northern 4th. And Spirit, he's turning back around. He's coming back home. And Jumy, he does spot this. He has the Observer. He does spot the main army. Taking down more Raxes, more Starports, force the Great Migration. But he's gonna have to recall to get out of here. What does he? Oh my god. He's got the Novas. He has a high ground. Again, this Observer's the MVP. He sees everything. Dropping into the main. Once again, you see him respond with the Stalkers. Spirit, he should know something is wrong. He should know there's an Observer somewhere that has eyes on him. Production's being rebuilt. Oh, he's being cheeky. Let's go. The Novas go off. Oh my god, Jumy. A little bit trigger happy. He has no motor. No shot. He shot everything. No, he shot everything. Every disruptor's gonna go down. Massive loss for Jumy. Jumy, he got too excited. Oh my god. He unloaded everything. And with that, his disruptor count is reset. Nice catch for Spirit. And this is still close, still up in the air. Spirit, he has a 2-base economy. He's rebuilding his production back into bio. Likewise, Jumy did preserve his Colossus at least. He's got how many? 5. 5 Colossus for Jumy. 5 Colossus, 4 High Templar, 1 Disruptor. Lack of Disruptors is concerning. Again, there could be 5 Disruptors here. If only. Rotate over. Spirit somewhat out of position. Production's under fire. Here come the storms. That's EMP. Nova says, wait, remember, only 1 Nova. And Jumy has to pull out. Oh my god. Nice storm. The lasers though, and of course they reign supreme. And Jumy, does he take it? The boys are being pulled. There's barely an army left. And the 5 Colossus. Is it enough? It is. Oh my, who needs disruptors? Who needs storm when you have lasers, Pappy? Let's go. Okay, there are Vikings there. Oh no! Oh my god! Be careful. Jumy, don't scare me like that. Oh my god. As he does take down the Vikings. Goes for the production. Jesus. And with that, Spirit, he's down to 1 base. Down to half a base mining. Barely an economy here for Spirit. And no production. And again, there's a reason why Jumy, he had a good performance against Gumiho. There's a reason why he took down Rogue. Jumy has been on the rise. And Spirit, I mean, he still has a ghost count, true. He's building up more Marauders. He has some production here up and running. Spirit, he still has a chance. But engaging into all these Colossi, it's not going to be easy. So we're down to 3. Oh. 3 Colossus. Jumy rebuilding, taking the center expansion. Spirit down to 25 SCVs, but hey, he has CCs, he has orbitals, he can float over. He can mule, as we're seeing here. Jesus, the mule hammer. Oh my god. Lapsing on the 1 patch. As Jumy rotates over, heads towards that final mining base, or one of the final mining bases. Brilliant piece. Colossus is going to go down. Massive snipe. Colossus does fall. Jumy, he has to be careful here. Down to 2 Colossus. 2 Colossus left. He has some storms. But he's overextending. Throws away Celos, throws away Archons. Nice split against the storm. And Jumy, he's running out of army here. He's losing everything. He has to recall. Massive loss for Jumy. Takes down another Colossus. And Jumy, he plummets in supply. Jumy, he was ahead. He was looking solid here. But again, the engage here left much to be desired. He threw away so many units. It was a haphazard attack. And Jumy, he's down to 1 Colossus. He had 4 a couple of seconds ago. Not anymore. Down to 1. And I want to say the Spirit is ahead. Spirit, he is ahead at this point. Oh, oh my god, the storms! 12 SCVs. Not bad. But the problem is the main army. In the main fights, I do favor Spirit. Like, Spirit, he's got plenty of EMPs, plenty of Marauders. He can tank a storm to the face. He can tank some laser shots as well from only 1 Colossus. Like, Jumy has to be very careful with his army movement because he is vulnerable. And here come the EMPs. Brutal EMP on the Colossus. Army sims in, and Jumy, he cannot fight this. He cannot fight this head on. And Spirit, yeah, he brought it back. He sims in, takes down the final Colossus, and Jumy, he cannot stand up against this. Not against the man with gun, papi. No shot. Not without disruptors, not without multiple Colossus, not without storms. And Spirit, he's taking it. Is taking a very back and forth game, very back and forth here. It was crazy. Jumy had some good moments, definitely, but maybe a little bit overconfident towards the end. As another base falls, Jumy, he's down to one mining base, half a mining base really. Another EMP here on the disruptor. GG gets called, and Spirit, he overwhelms, and Spirit, he will claim another win. GG. GG, well played. Jumy, he will fall. Spirit will claim another win, but very close, very intense. Honestly, that could have gone the way of Jumy as well. Jumy had some great moments. Honestly, the base trade was in favor of Jumy. For Jumy to go into the main base was an amazing moment for him, and he was coming out better from that, but we saw some critical moments. I'm brought back to, remember when he sent out 4 Novas towards the main army, and they didn't connect. He lost 4 disruptors. There was that moment. Of course, there was the attack towards the top side where he lost his Colossus as well. He had 5 Colossus. He lost 3 of them. And likewise again towards the end of the game when he pushed towards that southern third base, where likewise he bled out too many Zealots, too many Archons. Just some really rough couple of engagements there. And again, it did feel like Jumy was maybe overconfident at times, and in the end did pay the price. And with that, GG. GG, well played. Spirit, he will claim another win here, and the question becomes, who is the final opponent? Who's up next? Who will rise to the challenge? Let's go. Also, Stalkers, yep, true. If you remember, we were pointing it out when he was fighting with half his Stalkers, that he lost a bunch of them to the Marauders, if you recall, and the Liberators as well. Like, there were a couple of key moments where Jumy was taking some rough fights. If it wasn't for that, like, mate, he was looking so good in that game. When it came to the decision making, when it came to the overall attacks, when it came to the counterattacks, even the base trade. But yeah, some rough moments here, and here we go. We have our next opponent. Oh. Oh, sorry. We have 2 matches left. My apologies. We have our next opponent. We have our next challenger. We did notice him earlier. It is going to be Eva up against Spirit. Let's go. Eva. Ah. As looks like there is a bit of an error on the Wikipedia. Again, the SKillous versus Cham match was a replacement match. It didn't actually play out. Catch up again. Here we go. Okay, so 2 more matches. 2 more best of ones are ahead of us here. So my apologies, I assumed it was the last one, but no. 2 more. 2 more left. Here we go. We're jumping into Erahome. Oh my god. Yeah. SKillous versus Cham was counted as a win for SKillous, but it was actually a rehost, did remake, with a new challenger instead. But here we go, we're getting to our next game, as spawning in the bottom left hand corner of Erahome, we have our new challenger. We have our blue Zerg player from the land of the UK representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Eva. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the current King of the Hill. Phew, barely making it out of that last game. It was a very close, very clutch game against Jumy. But he does have now 3 wins under his belt. It is the Polish Terran, Spirit. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck. Best of luck in the chat. To settle into our ZVT. Let's go. Okay, what a game. What a game. Jumy created new PvP meta. The boys. Ah, no. Not like this. So we have our openers so far. Opening up hatch pool here, actually. Interesting. Going for a delayed gases. Going for a gases opener, even. Okay. Eba, you have my attention. So a bit of a greedier style, a bit of a greedier start. This is a bold move, especially on Erahome. I should also mention, welcome to Erahome for the first time tonight. Erahome is not a ladder map. This is a TLMC map instead from TLMC 17. And this is a rush map. A very small map, short rush distance by ground. To make up for how small it is, we do have a ramp coming into the natural. We have a ramp coming into the third base. And we have a choke point here in the center of the map as well. So you can try to slow down an all-in and slow down a push. But overall, this is known for aggression. So this is crazy for Eba to open up gases. As there's that hatchery. Hatchery gets thrown down. And again, no gases in the natural, no gases in the main. As Reaper dives in. Gonna be zoned away. Spirit does make his way into the main. Does make his way in. Ooh, does rotate over the queen. Heads into the mineral line. Doesn't quite get any drone damage yet, but does get a full scout. It does confirm no gases. So now he knows. He knows how greedy his opponent's being. And we could see Spirit. Ah, never mind. He's going for a third CC before Starport. Economic build. But he can try to punish this. Now, when it comes to this style here, this is often seen on more defendable maps. I'm referring to maps like King's Cove, Abyssal Reef, or Neon Violet Square. Maps where it is a little bit easier to defend at your natural and defend your third base with purely queens. Here, this feels quite greedy. This does feel greedy. This does feel risky here from Eba. Is going for the Roach Horn behind this. And he's going to be skipping link speed. Is skipping link speed, going to Roaches. And we'll see what Spirit can get done. Yo, shout out to Cynical in the chats. God, baby God. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for fixing up the Wikipedia page. And again, it was a shame, but earlier in the day, Cham, his internet went down. So he was unable to actually play his match against SKillous. Meanwhile, we do get a full wall off. The dive is denied. And so far, Eba, he holds. Nicely done. Does hold, does defend. Overlord's got into the main base, does confirm the 1-1-1 Banshee play out of Spirit. Eba's where hell is that they get in? Oh, they do somehow get in. Eba, he cancels the Eva chamber. Drones are getting roasted. And it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of control. The drones, they are lining up. So far, 8 drone kills. Oh, back at 11. He's all done. 12. 13. 13 drone kills here. And this is what is difficult about going gasless, is you are vulnerable to these heli dives. You are vulnerable, and Spirit, he knew that was the case as well. Went for the dive, cripples the economy, 13 drone kills, and he's not done, because up next are the Banshees. Banshees are coming up next. Eba, he's walling across the map. He's supplied locked as well. Just now breaking out. Going for the lair, droning. He has a handful of roaches. He can apply some pressure. He can poke in, but there's a Banshee to defend. As the roach will fall. Does at least confirm the setup. Confirms the bio. Eba, he does race back. as he sets up his spores. Spores are being thrown down. Eva trying to secure himself. Spirit going for a Rax explosion, getting to 5 Raxes. I'll be honest, in the aftermath of this start, I wouldn't be opposed to Spirit going for an 8 Rax and going for a 3-base all-in, especially on Arrow Home. It would make sense considering how much of an advantage he has to press that advantage and to just keep that momentum going. We'll see if that's going to be the case. As eBay is going for Ling Speed, this tells us that he's trying to transition into Lingbane Roach Ravager out of just roaches. And she's a Catcher Queen. Brutal pickup. Queen does fall. I fell asleep during Shin vs. Clan. Oh no. Mate, that was like 6 hours ago? No short. No, not that much. Maybe like 5 hours ago? No. Four hours even. Now you're making me tired. It's 2:30 a.m., papi. Ay, ay, ay. Banshee does rotate. Spirit pushing forward. He's not going for 3-base all-in, taking his gases into a second factory, into a 4th CC. So Spirit, he's macroing up. Still pushing though, nonetheless. Still pushing towards that 4th. Eva, can he hold? He's got 3 Ravagers. He's got Lings. He's trying to set up. Oh. For the pile. Does get the tank. Not bad. Lings, they come in for a surround, but the Star Stepping here is too good, and the Ravagers aren't picked up. And yeah, he can just keep going. Spirit, he can just reinforce. Breaks through the Lings, getting to top of the expansion. And Eva, he has to pull away. He has to evacuate to the base. It's gonna fall. 4th expansion is knocked down. Brutal pickup. Eva does save the drones. But Spirit, he's just rallying across the map at this point. Remember, there are no Banelings. Only Roach Ravager and a handful of Lings. And Eva, he is struggling to hold on. Trying to make a stand. The Wilds don't quite connect. Spirit making his way towards that ramp. Towards the tech. And the Roach Horn is under fire. There's some Banelings on the way. It's a nice Eva chamber. And he still just rallies in. Again, this is the power of Arrow Home. GG as Spirit, he breaks through. He overwhelms Eva, and Spirit will claim another win. GG. And Spirit, he just snowballs out of control again. Just a really strong start out of Spirit to dive into the mineral line, to roast up so many workers. I was, what, 13 drones going down. And with that, he gained a lead. He never quite lost it. It did mean that Eva had even less to defend his 4th base because he had to re-drone and resaturate instead of focusing on his own army. And that's why he was so vulnerable. And that led into his base going down. GG. GG, well played. Spirit, he will claim the win. And that leads us into now our final best of 1. And who is our final player? Who is our final challenger? We've had so many rise up to face off against Spirits, but again, so far no one has brought him down. Beautiful. All right, up next, who is it? Who do we have left? We haven't seen Christiana. True, we haven't seen Christiana. Who else haven't we seen? Oh, I see Raza online. Mate, that's been a while. The Raza. Who else do I see? Starduck is awake? Yes, the Starduck. It's up to Eddie. Up to Eddie to decide. Yo, Arrowfire just came online. Do we have another TVP? I believe so. Oh, no, not quite. No, I mean, it is. But not quite. Our Fire did come online, but just per chance. Up next is going to be a TVP here between Spirit and Cristiano. Let's go. Cristiano, he is coming up next. The Polish Protoss up against the Polish Terran. And this is going to be a rematch. Again, these two, they go back and forth. They have a long history with each other, especially when it comes to offline Polish events. They go, I mean, they go very, very often against each other here at the House Galactic Battle. If you recall, at the previous Polish LAN, we had Cristiano defeating Spirit in the group stage, and then Spirit took down Cristiano in the playoff bracket. So they did, no, actually, my apologies. They didn't play the playoffs. True. They were denied that. They played in the bronze match instead. So they do go back and forth, but it's a best of one. That's the thing here. Even though we've seen Spirit and Cristiano trade matches and trade blows, this is a best of one, so this could go either way. Go. And we potentially have Cristiano. We'll see. I say that just because Cristiano is currently unavailable. Be able to get him. Catching up. Just catching up. I say maybe just because I'm okay being transparent here. Cristiano is currently in the ladder game. He's currently in the ladder game, so we might be able to bring him on, or we might have to replace him. Again, you know, we don't know how long the ladder game is going to last, so we're willing to wait. We're willing to wait a little bit here. So we're going to go on a short break. Okay, we're going to go on a short break here. When we return, we'll either have Spirit versus Cristiano, or we will replace him with another player. Again, he's in a ladder game right now, and I have whispered him. I have messaged him that his match is up. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. For now, we'll see you soon after this short break for the final best of one of the tournament. Let's go. See you soon. See you soon. And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the OSC King of the Hill weekly number 201. I can't believe there's been 201 weeks of OSC already, and we are here with our final best of one of the evening. Oh my god, it's been an intense night of StarCraft already, and we now have our top two, our final two players spawning in the bottom hand corner of ley lines. We have our Polish Terran player, the Orange Terran, currently the current King of the Hill, currently with 4 wins under his belt. It is Spirit. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have a replacement. We have a revived player. Cristiano was unavailable, and instead we have another Polish Protoss player. We have the streamer zone. It is Gerald. He has been revived. He has risen from the ashes. For those that remember, for those who were here, if you recall, Gerald, he had a very brief stint even, in this tournament series as he went down to Cham in a 4-minute game where Cham did pull the boys. He went for a Ling Flood, pulled the boys, and was able to break Gerald at his natural. That was over on Whispers of Gold, if you recall. And we are now getting into our final game, and it doesn't seem like I brought up Cham, and now suddenly Spirit, he's in Mexico, papi. Oh no, not like this. Not like this. Nice. I didn't know. Gerald, he's in the UK. He's playing at Epic Land. Let's go. True, I should introduce him as such. He's no longer a Polish player. He's a player from the UK. He's English. Let's go. Let us go. But yeah, a little bit unfortunate here, as it looks like we will most likely have to remake. Hopefully this is merely only a setback, and hopefully we can dive back into this, and hopefully Spirit is still with us. If not, we might have to replace our final player, which would be crazy, and it'd be a bit of an anticlimactic way to end Spirit's run in OSC, in the OSC King of the Hill. But fingers crossed that Spirit can come back to us. Alas, you know, internets, whether it's European internet, whether it's Latin American internet, I guess we all can bond over it just dropping all the time. It's aye, not like this, buddy, not like this. Smooch. As we are, yeah, hopefully getting back into this. But yeah, for those that are curious, I'd forgotten, but Gerald, he is the previous Epic Lane champion, and now he's going to, another Epic Lane as well. So best of luck, best of luck to Gerald. Cyril also just had a disconnect. He was playing against Clem. Yeah. Feels internet, man. Smooch. Hopefully everything is okay, and we're able to recover without too much issue. There we go. Looks like we do have our lobby. Gonna be loading into ley lines. Spirit has returned. Spirit, he has returned to us, thankfully. He has returned. Why are you awake? Este Starduck. It's 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. What are you doing awake right now? God damn it, Starduck. More coffee, more apple pie. Oh my god, that'd be amazing. No. Guavita. Prime gamer hours. True. He is the Australian Max Packs. Full D gen. We are jumping back in. We have returned. Whew, let's go. And so far, nothing too crazy, except Spirit is opening up 2 racks. Here we go. We do have a 2 racks Reaper opener here out of Spirit back at home. Meanwhile, so far, standard setup here out of Gerald does come in with a Rogue Scout, and we'll see if he can get eyes on the opener of his opponent. Let's go. Probe is moving in. Oh. There we go. Just setting up our players. You ready for bed? Nah, we got work to do, mate. What do you mean? We got VODs to delete. We got 7,000 hours of VODs to delete from Twitch because of their new ruling, the new changes. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. But for now we are settling in. The probe does fall to the initial marine, which means we have not scattered, we have not confirmed, we do not know that we are committing here into additional Reaper production. Spirit, he's soon to move out across the map, and Gerald is in the dark, as he has seen nothing in the main. Has seen nothing. Spirit taking his natural, moving out with the first Reaper, and we'll see what he can get done. Interesting. I assumed he'd be going for another round, but no, does open up 2 Reapers, and he's turning this into an earlier 2-1-1. Interesting. I was leaning towards a 3rd Rax as well, but no, that is not the case. Now, from here, I imagine we're going to be going for a faster Tech Lab into faster Stim. We'll keep an eye on the add-ons here from Spirit. I'm curious how this all comes together. Reactive first here at the ramp. We'll see what we get done on this 2nd Rax, though. Double Reaper into the main base. Give me a Twilight Council opener here out of Gerald. 1 probe does go down. Gets 1 worker so far. Gets a 2nd. So far, 2 probe kills. Getting a 3rd as well. This is getting out of hand. Getting 4. Oh my god. Getting 4. Getting up to 5. 5 workers do full. I get a busy mission control earlier. Can we get up to 6? We can. 6 probe kills. At the same time, Gerald is across the map. He does get a couple of SCVs, but that is still not enough. Still is pale in comparison. Shades into the main. He doesn't quite get a full scout. Doesn't confirm what's going on. Spirit is building up towards that starport. There it is. Tech Lab on the ranks. He's going for early stim. He's going for that 2-1-1. Building up towards stim, towards mass fire, into an eventual medevac push. Getting there his own way. Till then, moving forward. Up! Doesn't quite get the adept. He wants it. Settles for the Stalkers. Alas, we'll lose everything here. Nice control here from Gerald. As Spirit does overextend. By Spirit being forced further back into the main. Try to bait at that mine shot. Adept does shade in. Gets a better idea what's going on. Ooh, mine shot goes off, takes down both Stalkers. Brutal losses there for Gerald. We're getting scrappy. Does confirm the second ranks. Does confirm the 2-1-1. And back at home, Blink. Blink is on the way. Throwing down extra gateways. He's got 3-gate Blink set up. Going for a Robo. And we'll see if Gerald can hold. There's that stim. Spirit going for the drop across the map. Sing into the main. Going towards the main base. As Spirit gets ready with the drop, Gerald, he moves out to the center of the map, which means there's not much at home to defend. And hopefully he does respond in time. Hopefully he does react. Mine drop is coming in. Gerald, he does notice. Does pull away. So far, no major damage. Gets one probe. Not even. Denies mining time. Gerald gets to race back home. Again, was out of position. And... Lose one probe. One worker goes down. Back at home, Spirit, he's building up his bio. He's getting ready for his sim timing. We have more Marines, more Marauders. This will eventually move out across the map. And it's going to be up to Gerald to slow it down. He needs to be active. He needs to be here to force a stim, to pick off Marauders, pick off medevacs. But Gerald, he will miss the move out. Uh-oh. Does miss the army. At the same time, there's not much of him to defend either. So they do pass by each other. Gerald, he can threaten the natural. Mine drop back into the main. Oh no! Does retarget. Massive connection. 5 probes going down. And here comes the bio. He's going for the third. Gerald, he might opt to try to go for a base trade. Try to move in. There's the recall. Does recall back home. There was nothing here. There was nothing at the natural. Third base falls. And Gerald, he is in trouble here. Building up Colossus. Stuck on 2 bases. He does reinforce. And he's dropping into the main. I mean, he's already done enough damage. But he's going for the main base and recalls on cooldown. No shot. Gerald, he's out of position. There's no recall left. He's racing back. Ay, ay, ay. Mineral line's going to go down. Depowering everything in the main. The Archosis pylon does fall, depowering everything. And Gerald, he just, what can he do here? He will lose the base. He'll lose the main base. Nexus does fall. Spree stims in. Colossus has arrived. But this is just far too much damage. That Spirit, he will pull away. Boost the hell out of the main. Reinforcements, they hit the would-be third. And they shouldn't force a cancel, but they at least kill a pylon. Now we'll supply block Gerald. Is supply blocked. That's where he's chilling. He can just back off, claim his third, get it up and running. Gross Production's on the way with that Gross Academy. And again, unfortunately, Gerald, he just missed the move out entirely. He missed everything. Spirit has a massive lead, almost double the supply. And he's pushing. This time with Vikings. This time he has an answer to the Colossus. They barely lost anything to begin with. Oh, Spirit is been on fire today. Jesus. May have lost to Gerald at House Galactic Battle, but here he's angry, he's upset, he wants his revenge. Dust him in. Oh, good. Brutal move command. Stalkers, they just melt. They just go down one after the other. GG gets called. There's nothing left. That's that explains the army movement of the Stalkers. That does explain it. GG, well played in spirit. He will claim the series, and he will be the final OSC King of the Hill champion for the week. GG. GG, well played, Spirit. He did pop off, winning, what, 5 games in a row. Despite that, he did stumble upon the way a little bit, and we had some crazy matches as well, including Spirit, not just against Spirit, but against all these other players as well. Exclamation mark B in the chat to have a look at the back of yourselves. Let's catch up on what has been going on tonight, because we have had quite a night of StarCraft. It's our 3rd broadcast, mate. Aye, aye, aye. 3 casts back to back to back to back. We started things off with the OSC Season 12 Championship into the Wardy TV Group A of the February event, and here with OSC King of the Hill. King of the Hill. Here we go. We have from the top. Early on, we had some trades back and forth. There was no real big kind of dominant force in this week's tournament. So we had LunaSea winning over Sebesdes. We had GgMachine over LunaSea. HiGhDrA stepping in. He was able to win 2 games in a row. Into Rebellion, into NightPhoenix, into Cham. And Cham did go on a tear. As you can see here, Cham took down NightPhoenix, Percival, and Gerald. But we didn't see Cham versus SKillous. It was unfortunate, but Cham earlier today, his internet went down and it did not come back. We had some downtime. Cham, he explained that his internet was just down and he didn't know when it would be coming back, so Cham was unable to continue his streak. In the end, SKillous, he stepped in. He stepped into the ring. He was able to take down Nicoract, and then we saw the Reign of Terror from Spirit. Spirit, he popped off, took down SKillous, Shameless, Jumy, Eba, and Gerald to be the final champion. Until then, though, I want to say that the highlight for at least Spirit's performance and Spirit's run, mate, Spirit versus Jumy was crazy. If you missed out, if you missed the game, if you missed the VOD, I recommend watching it. I recommend checking us out on YouTube. Again, Spirit and Jumy, that was a crazy game on the Romanticide. It was intense. Jumy almost won it himself. He should have won it, but alas, Spirit, he was tenacious, and Jumy did make mistakes. He did make mistakes despite being ahead, despite having a lead, did slip up one too many times, and in the end, did crumble under the pressure, and Spirit was able to have a crazy comeback. GG, well played. Spirit, well deserved, is our King of the Hill, and because of that, Spirit, he's going to be invited. He's going to be invited into next week's OSC King of the Hill to be the starting player. So he'll be potentially our starting player, and we'll see if he can go on a longer win streak. Again, if he starts, he could never go down. It's possible. He could just win every game for the night. We'll see. We shall see. Regardless, GG, well played. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you all had a great time. Again, check out our weekly schedule here as we just wrapped up with Friday. As you can see, we had 3 casts back to back to back. OSC Season 12 Championship, into the Wardy TV February group stage, into King of the Hill, into tomorrow's broadcast. So we have our weekend ahead of us here. Again, we cast StarCraft on a daily basis here on the CranKy Ducklings every single day, multiple times a day. Tomorrow we're going to be covering the Amantes. Amantes is StarCraft. That is a Brazilian-only tournament, and that is going to be in not too long, actually. That's going to be in, what, 7 hours? No, sorry, 8 hours time. In 8 hours time, we're going to be live with Amantes de StarCraft. Likewise, thereafter, we have Sea Duckling Open tomorrow afternoon, followed by more OSC Season 12 Championship, followed by Sparkling Tuna Cup Sunday evening. So we have 4 matches over the next 2 days. Do tune in for some more StarCraft if you're interested. Again, if you enjoyed the casting, if you want some more content, if you want some more StarCraft, then we are live constantly here on the channel. We got you covered. We got you covered. We're live more than any other channel out there. We do have half a day off on Wednesday, thankfully. So that is our quote-unquote rest day. When I say rest day, it's just a day to stream and play some Final Fantasy. So we got you covered there. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. You can support us via following us on all the social medias, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord, all things CranKy Ducklings. It's been a long day of StarCraft, and we got more ahead of us here. I mentioned before, but I'm most likely going to head off and try to clean up our Twitch channel. Again, for those who do not know, there was a new kind of rule implemented from Twitch, and now they no longer host VODs. We have 7,000 hours worth of VODs on our channel, and we have to cut it down to less than 100. So it's very bittersweet, honestly. Like going over VODs from the early days and being forced to delete them, it hurts a little bit. I'll be honest. Like it's you get sentimental, like looking at these old casts from like 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. I did post on our Discord server. I came across all of our VODs of casting HiGhDrA 2020. For those who don't remember, that was like our, yeah, at the time that was our biggest cast. That was our biggest cast. At the time, Fear Dragon, Ravi, he was the designated D stream. I think it was the D stream for HiGhDrA, and something came up, a personal matter arose, so he could not cast. He could not cast, and because of that, the D stream fell to us. It fell to us from Ravi. Big shout out to Ravi. I mean, we got an opportunity because of him, but at the same time, you know, something was happening IRL, so my heart goes out to Ravi. We then did cast HiGhDrA. We went over the group stage and the round of, like, it was like round of 72 or round of 76, like the early rounds of HiGhDrA. That was like our biggest cast at the time. We were covering like Parting and Zest and everyone else. Back then we also casted Copa America. I found like an old Wardy event that we casted. I remember we casted the group stage, and we were the B stream for the playoff bracket for the Wardy TV sold out tournament. Yeah, just a lot of old events, and yeah, it's a little bit heartbreaking deleting everything. You know, it's like there's memories there. There's our history of StarCraft. Aye. So yeah, smurge. Now you gotta watch 7,000 hours before April. Now delete them all. We have to delete them all. Smurge. But yeah, I mean, everything's gonna be on YouTube. We're basically porting everything over to YouTube. Everything is, I mean, like 90% of our content is already on YouTube, but we have to like sift through and make sure that we didn't miss anything, and port over some behind the scenes stuff as well. So everything's being transferred over to YouTube. But yeah, it's a bit of a heartbreaking process, and I'm gonna probably spend a couple of hours doing that here as well. I have cut it down to 5,000 hours. I think I spent the last 2 days deleting VODs, the 2,000 hours worth of VODs, and we gotta keep going. I think right now I'm at DreamHack 2021 is where I'm at. So I worked through quite a number of years already. I'm currently in 2021, going through DreamHack. Yeah, ANZ Cham's VODs are there as well, and yeah, it's a process. So regardless, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for the support. We do appreciate it. Again, if you wish, you can follow us on YouTube for all of those VODs as well. All of our VOD content is on YouTube. Otherwise, you can watch us live on YouTube or here as well. And with that, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Big shout out to Wardy. Wardy, he reached out so we could actually cover the group stage today for his event. And Wardy's going to be covering the playoffs over the weekend. So do check out Wardy's stream. He's going to be all over those playoffs and all over those early rounds, so do check that out. It's going to be amazing, I'm sure. Of course, we're going to be live as well, but I'm pretty sure by the time we end our broadcast, I think Wardy's still going. Like, Wardy, his time slot is usually a little bit later in the evening, so there's not going to be too much crossover between our events, thankfully. So you can watch both if you wish. Otherwise, stick around. We're going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid. Who is live at the moment? Who can we raid? I know that Cyril is streaming right now. Who else is live? Alaze is playing AoE 4. Interesting. Sal is asleep. We got Roddy, he's covering Big Brain Bouts. True. Sad Sack is live. Epic Land. Oh, I think we should raid Epic Land. For those who don't know, Gerald's he just went down here, but Gerald, he's at Epic Land as we speak. He traveled over to the UK to compete in an offline tournament. So yeah, you can cheer for Gerald, you can cheer for I'm sure he's going to be there as well, alongside Raza, Zane, T-Bull, Risky has been showing up, and I'm sure many others as well. So do check out Epic Land. It's going to be amazing, going to be beautiful, and we will give them a cheeky raid. So give them some support, give them some love. It's a great tournament, and yeah, players there are near and dear to our hearts, so check them out. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Amantes of StarCraft. That is a Brazilian only tournament. We're going to be back in 8 hours time with some more StarCraft. Until then, see you next time. Ciao, papi, ciao. See you next time.